Not all 5G networks are created.
No, I'm hearing the music from the stream.
T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
USAA Insurance. Making insurance easy is our duty. Eligibility restrictions apply. Insurance
You
provided
can't even
by
bet on the
United
3-0
Services
right now.
Automobile
Won't even let you.
Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
They say credit belongs to the man.
Yeah, it won't even let me do it.
Who spends himself in a worthy cause. The glory is reserved for the few. Who no matter what.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll just go for Ultra again. Fuck.
Enter the arena. It echoes out your global radio across the globe. The only acts to reach the crowd, never the timid. The call delivers victory to the deserving and rewards the devoted. For when your time comes, there is only one option. Enter the arena. Fight for
From
the
the time
call.
that I just bet, that 175 or minus 170 from map 1, their thing dropped to minus 105.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I can bet the 3-0, it's 175.
It is day
Okay, yeah, I
3
can bet
of
it
the
now.
Dallas
Alright, so I'm doing
Empire
3-0
Home Series,
Toronto,
and we could not be
3-0
more excited
LA
to bring
Thieves,
you
and then
today's action.
3-2
Welcome
Florida
to the Call of Duty
for
League.
plus
We are
7,738.
raring to go today for what will be a brilliant day of Call of Duty games. Toronto Ultra versus Paris Legion up first, but it is a stacked roster card today. So we've got some real treats for you. Welcome to the HQ, brought to you by USAA. Lottie left the door unlocked tonight, so I ran into downtown Dallas, and the place is now mine. But I'm not doing this one alone today. I'm joined, as always, by the fellow on the end, Nameless. But today, a very special guest, Ellen Elizabeth, aka Dream Crazy. Welcome to the desk, Ellen. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Stars are literally coming out of my eyes right now. I just can't believe that I'm here. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. And yeah, it's been a minute. Casting's a lot different than competing, that's for sure.
It's been a lot of fun to see you in challenges. Yeah, we've had a great time so far, and well, we're gonna have some fun on the desk today. There's no doubt. Let's get straight into business, though, friends. We're gonna talk of the town right now. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, the changes that have been going through the Call of Duty League. Of course, today we get to see the debut of Hook here on the LA Thieves roster. And Ellen, sorry, it's his big day, but who can ruin it for him? It's going to be the New York Subliners. And Ellen, I'd love to know what you think. What can they do to really spoil today for Hook?
Well, I think they need to take Kenny out. Kenny is just such a dominant AR, and that comes as a shock to a lot of us. But he's just been killing it, and I think that Hook would have a lot harder of a time moving around the map if they take him out. Essentially, Hook is just that aggressive player that likes to just push up and trap the enemy into one lane and keep them in their base, be aggressive, be a nuisance. And it's going to be really hard to do that if they have Kenny taken out and there's just no map control for LA.
Yeah, well said. This is a big-time matchup. You have two of the fastest-paced teams, especially in hardpoint, going toe-to-toe.
I'm betting the under 3.5 or plus 155 too for Toronto.
We're looking at Clay and Mac in particular to step up in this series to take out, like Ellen said, Kenny and Draza is one of the best AR duos that we have in the game. And you know, you look at this match and you think, when it comes down to the vetoes, you got to get rid of Checkmate. You look at Checkmate Hardpoint. That is what LA Thieves have been dominating. You look at Checkmate Control. That is where New York has been struggling, and that's where LA Thieves have been dominating once again. And if you want to get, you know, Mac and Clay going, get rid of those maps, take Kenny and Draws out of their comfort zone, and maybe you have a good chance in this series.
Sounds good to me. Look at the Thieves respawn records there. It's going to be an absolute war for those hard points.
If there is a hardpoint raid for Thieves, they're 1-6 in it, so that's not good.
But now we're going to talk up next about, of course, Toronto Ultra. They're going up against Paris in the first match of the day. But we're going to take a much bigger picture here. Let's face it, they're the best team in the league right now. Who is the biggest threat? Is it still Atlanta FaZe? Is it going to be someone wild in the wings, like the Mutineers, maybe? Ellen, I'm going to get your thoughts on that one first.
I think it's still FaZe. Even though they're showing a little bit like of signs of slowing down, I don't think they are. They're essentially just tweaking what they need to tweak and preparing for that Major 3. And I think that they're just putting them in the best possible position to take home a championship. And I just really don't think they've slowed down at all. I just think that they're just working on.
No, it's definitely not Ultra,
Yeah,
or it's definitely not FaZe.
First things first, there's way too much talent on this team to not be the #1 threat. They're still playing team's best maps and their worst maps. I mean, Express, they were 2-5. They continue to play it in Search and Destroy. You look at their control. Yesterday, they played Surge on Garrison. That's the only map that Surge could win in control. They're just preparing for that best of 9. That's what they're getting back to. They're still pissed about the match they lost in the final, and they're expanding their map pool so they can be the best versions of themselves.
Well, let's see if they can get it done. Again, exciting day of games today, friends. Lots to talk about. Hope you got your picks in, because it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Take a quick look now at our schedule, brought to you by the US Army. We told you it was going to be a good day, and we hope you set your clocks for this one. Paris Legion taking on Toronto Ultra up first, but that is going to be the big one. Smack bang in the middle of that Game Fuel marquee match. The New York Subliners going up against the LA Thieves, and last we have, of course, Los Angeles Guerrillas taking on the Florida Mutineers. A very interesting situation with regards to the groups. More on that later. Again, for those teams, plenty to play for still. But this is going to be a great day. Before we get straight on with the day, though, Ellen, the mid-season pack came out quite recently, and I understand that you had a hand in the creation of some of the assets there.
Yes, I worked with a collective group of females in the community. Thank you, Jack Felling, for that one. And we basically just put together the mid-season pack and contributed ideas for this. And my role in that was the creation of the calling card. What's your name? Essentially, I couldn't necessarily have that say sandwich, make me a sandwich. So I just kind of come up with the slogan, what's my name, because it essentially, when you destroy an enemy, they have to look at the kill cam, and it directs you to look at the gamer tag. So
you my shit.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
That's just how that works.
That's how it works. The mid-season pack is also available right now in the Call of Duty store. Recommend you go grab that one. We saw Gunless running it in the matches yesterday. I've been running it since I grabbed it, and he's absolutely frying. Well, friends, that's it for the headquarters here. Brought to you by
I'm charging my phone right now, so it's like right next to the speakers.
When we come back, it's your favorite casters. It's Miles and Chance taking you through Toronto Ultra versus Paris Legion. We'll see you after the break.
They say I've been lucky, but ambition is not luck. It's a choice. My name is Cesar Skies Bueno, and I chose to invest in my games.
Mute your shit, you little weirdo.
What do you mean? My shit is not even playing.
You have your TV on in the background, don't you?
The true question is,
Yeah, what about my team?
worth fighting.
Bro, I can hear the whole goddamn conversation of that TV right now.
My team is always on, bro. You'll be fine, my guy. You'll be fine. I'm going underneath my blankets and oh shit. No. The laptop just closed on me, bro. What the fuck?
Sad day, sad day.
Practically winning big. Toronto just need to come out the gate strong on this map. Okay.
These old bones know a storm's coming.
Bro, if for some reason Toronto wins here 3-0 and then Thieves win 3-0, and I go to dinner and I hear that it's in map 5 for Florida and LA, I'm gonna lose my shit. Because if I only bet 3, but like either way, that's like I think it's a payout of like $320 or $330. I'm like, Jesus.
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition of T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Sky, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance, auto, renters, and home insurance that's made to help the military community protect what they've worked hard for.
The fun continues now in the Call of Duty League. Time to get into our first matchup of the day. Toronto Ultra taking on Paris Legion, and this should be a fun one. Paris Legion plenty to prove.
Well, I mean, I'm eating, so you know I can only be as ready as possible because I'm eating.
So far, speaking of the groups, quick look at the standings as we get into this one. Group A, almost coming to a close here in Stage 3. Toronto Ultra.
Is it going to be the
4-0
5-0?
The other end of the table, 1-3, and well, this could be a very interesting series indeed. And if Stage 3,
Bro, look at that three-way tie right now. Holy crap! If Mutineers win today, though, then they're immediately in second place.
The expectations go through the roof every time. We've always been treated to a great matchup. Chance, what do you think is going to happen today?
Well, I mean, again, the expectations versus reality is always going to be a weird, like 500 days of summer kind of thing where you just never have it line up in a perfect sort of scenario. So, yes, Toronto is favored to win this first matchup, but
Yo, what's up, Abraham?
Is that going to be the expectation for me for the reality to set that?
What's going on,
in
brother?
stone? Just because pick'ems have been getting destroyed all year long. Maybe today he'll fulfill that as well.
Yeah, my Pickham's been in a bit of a sorry state for quite some time, but we're turning that ship around, friends. But we're now ready to get into this one, and when it all hits the fan, you know, one of these teams is going to be riding through it with a grin on their face and, let's face it, a trophy cabinet full of accolades right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Toronto Ultra.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, here it is. Your Toronto Ultra.
Hey, I'ma get right in my bag. Why you gonna try to get mad? Everybody wanna keep up. Don't you know I move too fast? I'ma zip right past. Drip all on my swag. Why you trying to size me up? You don't wanna try your luck. How does it stove? What did you know? Burn like coal, yeah, you know I go. Way too hot, yeah, way too cold. Keep going till I hit my goals. Better get back when I'm in my zone. Do it for the ones that I know back home. Did it myself, they ain't put me on. But you call back if you hear that zone.
Well then, good thing that that you bet when you did.
The Toronto Ultra coming into this one, the clear-cut favorites, but who knows? For Bance, Cammy, Insight, and Kleenex, Stage 3 has been, I wouldn't say a walk in the park, or a cakewalk, or a leisurely stroll. They've definitely had their fair share of close matches, but they are looking brilliant on paper, Chance. They've only dropped one map so far in the stage. No series losses so far. See what they got against Paris today.
I would say that's probably my big takeaway, right? Like, the record might be perfect, but they did lose a map that one time a couple weeks ago. So, like, obviously the cracks in the service are starting to set in for these. I'm kidding. They've been just insane, really, since that Stage 2 major. Pretty much the perfect team. Even the maps that they've had, like, that have been close, even the clutch factor for these guys has been present. It is almost every category for Call of Duty players in a team that you want. Toronto Ultra is currently providing. They've been insane and incredibly fun to watch.
Well, a team now, their opponents who won't be, I would say, expecting as much fun, but definitely hoping to take a big upset away from this one. Their opponents, ladies and gentlemen, your hands together, Paris Legion.
Bro, that'd be the biggest upset in history. That'd be the biggest upset in history.
Wonderful start here for Paris Legion. Paris Legion just about pushed that player off the hard point.
Oh, I think Hook's gonna absolutely fry today. 100%, Abraham. 100%.
on the bomb, and he will. He finds the kill. Unbelievable stuff.
Was from the back end, able to pick up 3 along the way.
Paris, Legions. What a round!
Paris Legion Chance, again a team in a very, very different situation to Toronto Ultra, but nonetheless, the Scraps Classic Aqua Intent. A chance to right the wrongs of what has been a difficult stage and get some quality practice going into that major. They can go into the major hot, make a decent run there in the lower bracket. But again, there's a little bit of tomfoolery, a little bit of shenanigans still to be had here in the pool, or in the standings, if they can pick up a win here today. If LAG wins, I mean, it's very complicated. Someone find the tweet. There's a big tweet out there. Alex,
Yeah, but I thought you only bet
we need
20.
your help. Paris Legion Chance. This should be a very, very good series for them. Again, vibing, feeling good. If they can steal
Why?
I mean, look at these vibes. These vibes are unmatched. You seeing this?
It was minus 170.
I mean, they look great. It is the ultimate, nothing to lose. The team is definitely going through it, and it's an opportunity series. But as far as their game fuel keys to victory goes, it has to be cranked up to 11. I know the knob only goes to 10, but they got to find a way to break through. And I think it's not the perfect stat, just purely looking at assists. Like, obviously, I know the analysts are probably shooting at it, but it's an indication, man. Ultra, the best team in the game. Their teamwork when we watch them is always on point.
Ow!
They're just a small indication of that.
Oh my God, Abe, that hurt, man.
Oh. For those assists, not so much. And just to get a little bit more specific for the search and destroy, I think you could just play around insight. Like, your entire game plan, I think, just starts with figuring out what he does on the map, because for the most part, he's predictable, and just making sure you don't give him like too many free kills. Make sure you know all the angles, because Insight has been tearing it up in Search and Destroy.
Paris Legion, well, there you go. That's what I need to be doing in this matchup. We'll see if those game fuel keys can come to life. Now the game fuel keys to victory chance for the Toronto Ultra. I mean, it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I mean, you know, every single team for the keys is like, hey, do this, like X, Y, and Z, you get it done. For Toronto, they're the best team in the game. It is the opposite. It's don't change anything. Keep it like the same system, right? Like Vance with his breathing techniques. Got to make sure he's doing that before every single map, because it has been working incredibly. You got to get the man some watermelon. Insight can just continue to do his thing. Even like the communication that these guys have, like the system that they have developed, it's different than that landing.
Yeah, but I thought the person that has the better record has the map choice for 1, 3, and 5.
And take your time.
So why would Toronto want to go ahead and agree to actually using or actually do that map if they knew that? I just think that they're saying Garrison is 7-1 if they actually play that map.
And of course, for the second point for those guys, don't panic in the game one, right? Garrison hardpoint is phenomenal for Paris, so even if you drop that, that is no love lost for the Toronto team. I'm certain they will be able to.
Well, if fucking Toronto fries them, yeah. Garrison, oh my God, dude, they got Garrison on there twice.
Checkmate, and if we have to go to that game 5, a Moscow.
What is Toronto on Garrison?
If you're a Toronto fan, you don't really want to make it go past 3. Paris, this is all fantastic practice.
I don't know.
And good reps against the best
Yo,
team
what's
in
up,
the league
King?
right now, going into this major. Chance anything wild or wacky that stands out there for you, mate? Because right now, I think for a lot of the pundits, a lot of the fans at home, this trip is the one.
Oh my God, bro.
I think Paris have got some tricks up their sleeve.
Oh.
And I'd say, honestly, the Garrison hardpoint is the best opportunity for them, right? They are 7-1 on that map. One of the best, if not the best, like Garrison hardpoint teams in the game. So it's on the board.
I was about to say, yeah, their sweatshirts are actually not bad at all.
Opportunity to set the tone, the opportunity to come out hot and get the guns flowing, man. Like, I'm looking at a player like Aqua to have a dominant series. It is going to take every individual on this team to step it up.
But that's the thing, though, is 5-5 though is also before they really started heating up.
Even, you know, it is good practice. That is absolutely correct. There's all these little
all I
things,
do know is that they actually
get this win. You could roll into the next tournament knowing that you can be the best team in the game. We haven't seen.
Yeah, well, it's probably because it's the only map they play.
Who knows if any teams this year are going to be able to provide.
Oh, soon we will find out. And here we go. Straight into map number 1. It's a bit of a Garrison hard point. We're going to stick on board with the players from Paris. Get into this one. And again, roll over to that first hard point.
If Toronto does win this first map, then it is an easy 3-0, 100%.
Flashes, some explosions, some bullets flying. Temp's going to get on the board first. And hey, man, this is a lovely start from Paris. Cammy, he's going to try to level the playing field for now. But we've got Paris with an opening hard point hold and a couple of seconds going their way.
This really is a map that honestly just plays to Paris' strengths, right? You get Classic, he's got options. He can be that sort of roam around on the map, play those like weird angles, and just find ways to be a menace. And then you got your ARs that need to find the kills, and you'll be good to go. But Cammy gets the headshot on Aqua, wins the gunfight. And for Toronto, it's a bit of the opening that they needed, because obviously now Paris forced to start thinking about that rotation. Means all this scrap time on P1, you should be able to collect.
They're going to get a lot of time here, so final 15 seconds to play with it. Insight does clean up that player in top.
See the
three for a
grenade
moment.
off
So
of fucking Cammy or
Paris
Insight?
for control of that top side of the map, and it's going to be on Temp. He's got to take care of 2 players now. Vance is going to get it done. Immaculate teamwork. You saw Insight there for the trade, should they need it. But they don't, and that is that. First hard point done. Toronto with a slight lead, but going into the next now. They've got a lot of control. You can see the mid.
Yeah, they got a lot of control on this.
Cammy. I'm excited for the next series already. Get it together, Ross. Cammy holding down the middle of the map. And so far, so good. Classic stops the bleeding chance, but trying to make their way towards that hard point.
Fucking
Ultra
Classic
still
almost kills himself with his own nade.
Classic tried to stop the bleeding, but then blew himself up. This entire P2 setup, by the way, comes off of the back of Benjamin Bance. 7-3 for the start, but more importantly, on the rotation.
Kleenex is only 1-4 though.
4 gunfights along the way.
15 to 50.
Insight, like not knowing the players in the corner.
I keep having you muted. 15 to 50.
It's Bance that gets dropped, but obviously he even does enough.
Well, you said to mute
damage
me,
to
or
make
like
the
for me to
job.
mute me.
Scrap time towards the way of Paris, but map control in the rotation's not even close. Toronto, they'll be able to get the nice and full setup.
Well, can you hear it right now?
About a 20-point lead.
There is an absurd level of confidence right now in the Ultra Cam. You can see the gunfights they're taking. Vance 9-4 so far. Great start for him. A couple of kills now going the way of Paris on the
Yeah, it's
approach
probably
into
around the
more
time
so
when the
next
music
hard
was
point.
playing.
Lower right-hand side of the map, we call it generators. Classic's just about to find his way forward. Kleenex and Vance watching this one up close. You've got inside the back line. And it's a
What
nice
in
bit
the
of work now
fuck?
from Paris Legions to make their
That's
way
2 down
forward.
though.
Kills going their way. Aqua's up next. Stuff to contend with the spawns. The Toronto Ultra still.
I know, man. He ain't missing, dog.
Them trying to do what he can from the front. It's going to be a delicate balance. Finding the kills, pushing forward.
Oh, yo, Cammy kills the Kleenex though, and they spawn out. Wait, no, only Bance spawns out.
Trailing at this point in time, Ultra with a lead.
And I like this idea from Temp, right? He is playing heavy for kills, but for good reason, right? You're trying to break into this hill from the front. Not an easy thing to do. Realistically, you just want to keep him outside of the actual hill. So if Temp finds a kill, then he can send scraps in the reinforcements to actually take those players down. So as far as rotations go, you go into this hill down by 20. It's a money hill as well, and they only get, what, an extra 20 points on it. It's not the worst situation in the world, considering you've been getting out rotated.
Yeah.
Inside a trap, I would say an opportunity to swing.
Oh my god, double nade, you see that?
They have broken out, got capped.
Or they already broke into it though. Yeah, they're still on the point though.
Now they've got control of the hard point as well.
Oh, I don't get how these guys break into hills so easily.
One spray blue, you below me, Nick.
Oh wow, Inside got pieced though. They gotta get Temp off the tank.
One rails, mate. That's underground weak. Sorry, hold on. I'm absolute, man. Floating. Donnie, really big floating, bro. I'm playing for this. I'm see the guy floating. I'm so weak, go run up. Nick, I'm covering nice. Mid-tank's hit from the square. Okay, I'll go square. Really nice. Give it up. No one arrowed. Okay, one shot back floating. One green. There. Yeah, no, I'm pushing on mid, yeah. Someone get time, we're gonna play for a flip then. We have to play for a flip, yeah. What you got, Cam? I'm pushed up in the corner, they can be fucking anywhere. Yeah, I know. Get a kill and then flip. Go on.
Are they doing it off of Toronto or Paris?
He's rapping bricks. Trying to get break. He's back left. He's going into gold. Into gold right now. Do you have my break? One of my breaks. He went up the ramp. Head glitch in the boxes.
He went up the ramp.
Left corner. One shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aqua's gold window. Okay, wait up. I'm trying to push out left. Aqua's going to push out P1 then.
They're trying to keep spawns for P2.
Temp's absolute bricks on me. Aqua's going to be P1 or something? No, I think he's on the gold. Green, he's green now. Aqua absolute. Nice, well played.
That's 3 down.
Nice.
Oh! Kleenex through the wall.
Matty's absolute, 2 in bricks. Matty and one other. One's gone out of break. Short it out now. We flip left. Back gold.
Okay.
Back gold. Back gold.
I'm playing top green. I'm playing top green.
Yep.
Back gold. One more.
One green side.
Get green. Get green. You listen good.
Well, you can definitely tell this is Paris's best map because they are at least like somewhat holding on.
Paris Legion pull this back one hard point at a time. They're getting within spitting distance, mate. Paris not out of this yet.
I think Toronto will have.
I mean, I'd say an interesting thing though is CleanX was double negative pretty much for the majority of the game, right up until this previous hill. And you CleanX playing slow when you still got a 30-point lead. That is exactly where Toronto probably
Yeah,
wants
I
to
could
be.
see that maybe.
It starts to pick things up. It might start
As long as they have to, yeah. But I mean, when you win a
trying to be the
championship, you're gonna
playmaker
have an
for the
ego.
team, keeping his players from Paris at bay. He's got 2 players
Let's
currently
see.
just focused completely on him.
The biggest thing
He's
is if they can
finding
hold this
kills.
hill
They
and then
can't
get a
kill. The
lead
rest
for
of
the
Toronto
next
is
hill,
posted
then
on the
they're
hill.
pretty much
And
set.
once again, because of Vance, they have started to flip those spawns.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
Rotation.
don't
Toronto
ego
right
chow
now
that.
playing beautifully.
Do or do not chance there is no try. Bance is the playmaker right now. 3 spree, but he's got a lot of control, and he's enabling the rest of the team to do their thing. Paris Legion, they have control of hardpoint for now. You can see the spawns load top side of the map. It's all ultra.
Look where
This is gonna
Bance
be a
is
tough
at.
break. Oh, lordy, Cammy. What the hell was that? I was going to say, it's going to be a tough break regardless, but when the players are doing things like that, Ultra looking a little
Yeah,
too
but didn't get
strong
Cammy.
right now.
I think
Going
Cammy
for
got
the
taken
top
down though,
hardpoint.
right?
And it's going to be Temp. He's actually finding the kills. Bance is still on this spree. There's a couple more to be had here. How he gets the classic. There's an aqua nearby. Oh, I nearly.
Oh, Bance, if you would have done it to him, I would have jizzed in my pants. I swear to God.
We can find on the map so far. All that excitement said and done though. Insight's 2 piece.
Bro, did you see what he almost did?
This fight is far from over. Scrap's trying to bring the battle up close. So we get the best of him. Chance we still have Ultra in control of the hard.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, God
Damn,
damn, son.
Cammy has 28 kills, and we're at what?
I do that sometimes, but I
halfway
fully
through
die. I
this
know,
game.
right? I
He
know,
is
me too, Ken.
imploding at the moment.
He's at, oh my God, I just noticed that. Kleenex is only at 13, so that's probably why.
Ridiculous level of production from him so far in this game, and once again,
Classics,
the exact
he's the
same
one that
story
if he
focused
doesn't
on
turn
PK
up
last
on
time
this
around.
map, then
Toronto
that's where
made
Paris
the
has
perfect setup
issues.
that they want. Cammy, he's
That's
pushed
why
up
they're
that
probably
green out.
struggling
He's
right
got
now
the
is because
cross
Classic
the
is double
entire map,
negative.
and he can sit there and direct the traffic, and he's just going to be a tough player to get past. And until Cammy falls, or you at least pin him back, the players in the hill basically hanging out for free, and they have one direction to look.
Direction. One's favorite band.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Shots to there. About cleanups and get us a big bit of work for Paris. Inside last player left.
I mean, he's 31 right now. I say 40. I say 42. I was gonna say it depends on if Paris actually somewhat, holds him just for a quick sec. But I honestly say like 42.
Keep an eye on next. It's not looking great though, I must admit. While I've waxed about this, what could or could not have happened, Legion have been cut down. Ultron
He's 31, right? Oh, well, actually, yeah, if they get the next hard point and they hold it for a while, I'd say probably 35, 36. Unless he gets like a fucking triple again and gets streaks.
Most of the time. Paris still trailing somewhat, but this is a decent opportunity for a break.
And that is another moment, by the way, where Bance just is creating openings for the team, right? He's pushed out a green, and he's just drawing fire from different directions.
Yeah,
forcing
really.
Paris to overcommit into dark.
Insight's on
He's
5.
trying to help his teammates get out just a little bit.
He's
towards
trying to
the
get
point.
streaks.
They don't get Toronto, they don't have the
Oh my
clearance
God,
yet,
dude,
but
you got killed by a
they're not
pistol,
actually
man.
collecting any of this time. Finally, Scraps gets near the point, and with that clean 3 down, Paris now
Okay, that's 3
starts to
down.
work on this comeback. However, they're down by 80. Keep in mind, Cammy's gun is still very hot.
Very hot indeed. Still
Yeah,
Paris in
Cammy's
control
not
for now.
missing right now.
Look for Ultra now on the break.
Can I move the cam down a bit?
Rages towards the front, inside. Those nades out, utility being thrown. Smart.
Do you want? What do you want to see the players or?
Here comes the push over the top, though.
Why, Abraham?
First trade goes through.
Oh, you mean like in
Take a lot of
between?
shots. He
Okay, I
doesn't
see
get
what
any
you're
more kills
talking
out of this one,
about.
but the teamwork is there. That was what we talked about. Chances the game for your keys. It's the assists. But Paris still alive and kicking, still on top. But wow, Benjamin Bance absolutely ruins the play, and he manages to hold on for Toronto. Final few seconds.
Wondering how that
he
looks
managed
now.
to get those kills to stop the streak run that was going on there for Paris. Going to push themselves over 200 points as well. Legion not out of this yet. Next hard points up. Cut that map in half and try and hold the line now.
And that's
Oh, that's 4. That's 3 down.
For Toronto, it's what? Insight, the only one alive. He's inside of lights, and they should know that they flipped the spawns. They've cleared it out. You still have Aqua
That's
looking
better,
over
yeah.
towards
I see what
green
you're talking
and
about. Okay.
Toronto on the other side. I think
Hopefully that helps,
Paris
Abraham.
Make that adjustment, but for Toronto. I mean, pressure's on. You got Insight maybe trying to keep him outside of the actual hill, and Cammy sliding on in, and well, the kill's starting to come through. The trades are in Toronto. Well, enough has been done just to make sure that they maintain this lead. Keep Paris now trapped in the back.
Classic's doing a good job. Scraps now getting a pinch from back bricks. This is nice. Not able to get too much done there again as Insight. He finds 2 more. That's big.
Yeah, they're just literally spawn killing them. I mean, look, there's only a minute left of the game clock. Oh my god, Insight's just spawn killing them.
28, 18. Unbelievable stuff from him.
From him spawn killing them?
They are going on a big run.
Bro, he's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, Scrap. Or Insight to Scraps. Look at that.
He's on an absolute spree. You've got mid-map control still going away at Toronto Ultra. Paris have got a split spawn now. Will they be able to capitalize on this? Can they get some breaks in towards the point?
Insight's like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll literally beam your shit.
Doesn't look like they have trophies on the hill, so Made's impactful and Classic utilizing that information to get the trade.
The fact that Paris is actually holding on by this many points with that many kills from the other team is still pretty damn good.
Maybe the time for him to go big. At least gets the player weak, but even Scraps falls before he can get to the hill. Keep in mind, you might have pointed out that game clock, 26 seconds left.
Yeah, there's only 26 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that could be rough. They have to manage to hold the point. No more time to contest. Nades are out and about. Get on the point, but be careful. Here comes the contest. 22 seconds remaining. Paris in control of the hard point. Nice spot to be in. Rotation's already underway. You've got Toronto Ultra in spot now. They could hold the point. They could stay in it, rack up the time, and go for the win. Or they could also look to
Look at the kills, man. I mean, even on the other side, Scraps is at 28.
Classic making his way in towards this point. Nice job.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's still negative by 13, but Cammy's not stopping.
Now going the way of Ultra. Scraps can get on this one. That's all good. The pinch is in. Chance this could be a
That's
nice
9 seconds, dude.
Paris Legion still less than 10 remaining.
They could give up this full time and still be in the lead by a little bit, but then all they'd have to do is contest. But I know they're not going to give. They're not going to give up all this time.
Even still, they're not worried about the rotation. They are taking all of this time to set up for the break, and while the kills do not
Wow.
come
Okay.
through,
Nice.
Classic able to find 2. And now for Cammy,
Oh shit! Look where they spawned out.
Talk about an opportunity for Paris to actually pull this off, Miles. They might be able to do it.
It's not over yet. Ultra now trying to make their way forward. Classic finds a big one. He's dropped though. He's been taken out. The contest is not a good thing. You need to kill one of these players. Oh my word! Scraps gets the kill. We're back on the contest. Insight, you gotta find him and kill him.
It's over.
They don't get it done.
It's over. Oh my god! It went down to the game clock.
Lay prone and play.
He literally just lays down.
And that came down to the millisecond. Just what a hard point.
Bro, he actually started shooting his body too. By the time it hit this, it literally hit 0.0. He just needed like another second to get him off of it. The problem is though, is they would have had to start rotating to the next one, and if wow, that's crazy.
I think that game honestly just highlights how impressive Paris is on Garrison Hardpoint. The fact that they worked on that comeback, and before we even break it down, we can just watch the ending again. We've got the recording. And think about the situation, right? Toronto knows at this moment they screwed up. Your last-ditch effort to win this game is pretty
because they should have just kept the spawns and they lost them, so they had to contest it.
Laying down on the point. And I'll credit to Scraps. I think if he had, an extra bullet in the clip, I don't know if there was another player nearby, but if he finishes this kill, it could have gotten spicy, because that final little shot, maybe just a little bit too late, but holy dear God, if they did not make that.
That was kind of close though. Little too close for comfort, in all honesty. Yeah. Like, damn.
We're gonna have a look at the stats in just a moment. I think
just a little bit, a little bit.
That's for Ultra. That's a tough one, right? That's definitely a map they could have lost. That was a screamer, we should say. We'll deal with the stats later. We're gonna throw out a quick commercial break. I need to do something about that spice though. Him and all. Let's go to a quick commercial break while Toronto Ultra think upon that last hard point. Search and Destroy coming up next, friends. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, they don't want to be celebrating too much, because that could have really.
I wouldn't be celebrating if you almost lost to fucking Paris.
Yeah. I mean, I get it's their best map, but like that didn't look good at all. They really should not have overchowed that. They should have just kept the spawns. Because Paris would have had to haul ass freaking out like, oh my god, we got to get to the next point. And you literally could have just held it or just contested it. Or you could have even just gotten off of it.
T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
Dude, the fucking odds went up for the search. It was minus 190, but now it's minus 240.
Oh my god, bro! I was just at $172 in my account, and now I'm back up to 237.
Nice. Nice.
Baby.
Yeah, I want an easy 15 from that, so because I just put 10 in.
Beyond the veil lies the shadow.
Yeah, $132.90 from what the map when I bet 155, and I won another 31.76 from when it was 170.
Jesus. Are you even betting on these next two maps? Because these odds suck.
Fuck no.
Yeah. They're fucking awful.
World of Warcraft, Shadowlands.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
Minus 150? Okay, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that for the control, and I was like, yeah, no. And it's Garrison control too.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. The Call of Duty League is presented by Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. We've got some fun stats on screen for you in just a moment as we get into match number 2. Raid, Search and Destroy, coming up in just a moment. But 2.6% of the hard points this year have been won without reaching 250. That is 5 out of 192 maps we have seen.
All those guys,
that
even
is
10,
unbelievable.
they're just not
And what the
championship
hell are the
material
chances
anymore.
of 2 of them happening back to back. There was only one yesterday, and we're dealing with it again now. Was it yesterday? I forget. But it was very, very close, right, Charles? It was yesterday. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's talk about Paris now, mate.
The vibes from fucking Paris are already looking defeated.
Great themselves. They're going through a little bit of a struggle with the Search and Destroy.
Oh my god, they're last in everything almost.
That is the one positive takeaway, but it really has been a struggle. This is a team that, specifically for Search and Destroy, they've had some great moments. They have a couple players that have great maps, but as a whole, they have faltered, and I haven't really seen any indication of the bounce back. Admittedly, though, Toronto's an interesting team to go
You
against,
see those
right?
stats?
They play structured. They have setups that, to a
Oh my
certain
god,
extent,
bro!
are
I need
predictable.
chapstick.
They
Hang
like to
on.
mix things up every now and again, but even again, just a player like Insight, you pretty much know what he's going to do on the map. The issue is actually stopping him, which seems nearly impossible throughout the stage 2 and stage 3 where we've seen him so far. But if you're bottom of the league, you know your Search and Destroy has been a problem. This has to be one of the major conversational topics for this team. How can we orchestrate things difficult? What's going wrong on the maps? Is it Classic just not feeling like he can make plays, or is he just getting red? Is it Aqua not finding kills on the back end? Whatever the issue is going to be, you're going to have to figure it out very quickly, because we're going into a raid Search and Destroy where, if you look at the records between the teams, Toronto loves to be here, and Paris yet to find a win.
See if they can get it done here, though. Raid's always been a fun Search and Destroy map to watch, a fan favorite without a shadow of a doubt. And we go into this one. Big win for Paris, trying to level up the series. Take another map off the Might Toronto Ultra, and they get it done. Ultra's going to be starting this one off on offense, the attacking round. Going to grab that bomb, hit either the A or the B bomb site. Get the bomb down, let it blow up, win the round. Kill your opponents, win the round. See if the defenders can hold on. Here we go. Cammy from top bedroom. Overlooking towards that A bomb site. The sole defender, Aqua's here. Tags are up, nades are there. Looks like a commit, but ooh, I like this play from Ultra. They've tickled, and they've run away. Cheeky buggers.
Keep in mind, Cammy's actually still hovering around bedroom, so you're not going to have any information quite yet. It's up to Classic to try to make this read and call these players out. And the question is, how many?
I mean, I figured because the problem is they're getting shit on with Fellow. So no, I haven't seen Sweet.
Problem to solve, and he gets first blooded.
Okay.
Cammy still making noise over towards bedroom, but he's by his lonesome. Meanwhile, Temp, you're getting flanked. You guys got to be a little bit careful. And Classic, though, making the read, but can't win the gunfight. Temp, though, with the trades, he's able to pick up 2. And Bans gets traded as well. Pairs Legion, hell of a first round they get on board.
He's talking about the GIF with the guy with the cigar.
Nice situational awareness on the map. They don't let Cammy, the floating man,
The gladiator one.
Trades inside kitchen are good, and perhaps most importantly, this class
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Major threat and should be good to go for that.
I didn't piece those two together.
Round. All in all, Paris.
Efficient.
Very efficient. They did not let the trickery of Toronto fuddle them. With that, we're now going to see them on offense. 3-man push through mid now for Ultra on the defense. Cammy's going to get that first blood. Man, this is aggressive.
True.
Good.
Not wrong.
A ruthless
Oh my god,
pragmatism
Kleenex
for
just
the first
fucking
round. Previous
slaughtered
round was all
Temp.
nice and clean. Ultra just like, hold my beer, eh? Cammy finds another. Scraps, last player left alive. Where are they? Bro, I have no idea. And
Oh my
now,
god.
Man's tagged up.
God, figure out your
1v4.
fucking
See those
video.
Ultra players. Scraps isn't even going to give it to him.
Yeah, dog.
Could not have been more decisive chance. We're tied up 1-1.
Their shit's so bugged, I swear.
That bell fiber. Wow, that just hits different, I suppose. Almost game breaking, it seems at time. But
Cammy's still frying from first map. He is still fired up.
Cammy might have just hit the wall bangs from like the money door past Zig for the first blood, but the bomb got dropped in the back corner, so I just assumed
Why does
that
Inside
was the
always...
case, but
He'll go. I swear to God, Inside's gonna go like 3 or 4 rounds without a single kill, and then literally the last like 2 rounds, he's literally gonna kill almost every single person. He does it every search. It's so funny.
Mid hit. Vance finds one. Seconds is his as well, but okay, a little bit of a trade there. So it's going to be a clean old 2v2 now. Inside absolutely
Oh my God, the beams
with that,
from Inside, Jesus.
1v2, Vance and Inside the other side of the board here. The bomb does get planted, and honestly, Aqua's on a nice bit of a rotate here. He's got a free and open bomb site, while these two players go for the hunt.
Well, I mean, the issue here is the bomb is planted for pool steps. He spent so much time clearing out parts of the map, and granted, he has to clear out the arch side, but until you go pool steps, this is going to be the issue, and he's going to have to pick up the 2-piece as well. Still checking every corner towards the middle of the map. Finally makes the read towards pool steps, but can't win the gunfight. Simply not enough time on the clock for Aqua to work with, and obviously just a nice plant spot coming out. A bit of a mix-up from what we see
picking your
from
nose,
normal
Aqua.
strats, right? Like a lot of the times it's plant for like laundry side if you're going towards ring, and then just play for those back spawns. But
yeah, no, Aqua starts picking his nose on camera. I'm like, stop picking your nose.
Get the bomb down from pillars straight away, but
Inside 1 and 1.
right?
Oh
The
my
double
God.
hit through pillars, trade out the kills mid-map, and 0 time wasted. Just another one out of the bag of tricks for Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, this has been a fun one to watch so far. Heavy smattering of shots and a couple of tags going the way there of Insight. Scraps bringing the fight up close though, trying to get the submachine gun involved, but it's going to be Bance around the corner. Finds one. Nice work from Bance. Classics here as well. The shoulders are out. No stick, not even damage. Temp over the top from Laundry as well. Nice work from Paris to make this a 2v2. Kleenex on the wrap now, chance. Bomb down over by the B bomb site. Paris have got to retrieve it.
This is somewhat more of a standard situation, right? A couple of kills get traded out. They were trying to get that bomb potentially planted for Laundry's side, but right now it's Aqua, the man making the play. And well, I heard the sound too soon. He just gets red. Cammy there to take him down, and well, Temp, the next 1v2 on board, and just gets annihilated as soon as Kleenex pops up on his screen. Nice reads from Cammy. I don't know if he just heard the player or Aqua coming from pool steps, but whether he heard him or his awareness is just on point. That is the way you win those 2v2s. Get that next first blood.
Well, we're getting absolutely sport rotten here, mates. Nice rounds of search here on Raid. See what we can bring once again for Ultra on the offensive. Our teams with the notepads out. What do they like doing? What are the tendencies? 3-1 split. One player going in towards A alone. Insight with the opening
Oh my
shots.
God,
Nice pick.
dude.
Kleenex
They're
finds one as
piecing
well.
them.
10. Looking to level the play.
It's ridiculous
Nice
right
shots.
now.
Finds the first. Stops this push just momentarily now for Ultra. Scraps and 10 in the 2v3. And the wrap is on now.
Scraps is 0 and 3.
Just fan out across map.
I was gonna say,
Temp's about to get fucking fried.
I think through the pillars cross, but
Look where Cammy's at, bro. He's dead ass just in their spawn.
This entire round, so I mean, they got to be concerned about the full flanks. They're gonna have no idea where he's gonna be playing, and more importantly, if you get this bomb planted for basketball, I mean, you're good to go. Temp's not gonna be able to spot this out, at least not from pool steps, and him and Scraps have finally grouped up together, but the bomb gets planted. They got a map spread. This is a very tough 2v3 to win.
Okay, now it's a 2v2. Vance goes down inside from bottom bedroom. Cammy makes it very, very winnable. Scraps find one more.
Insight, just look over, dog. He's right there.
Not able to get the kill, but the
There
pitch
it
from
is.
Insight's in. Toronto Ultra, another decisive round. It is 4-1 here on Raid. Business as usual.
And this is honestly a round that just kind of shows of how difficult it is to beat Ultra in some of these rounds. Because for Paris, I mean, and maybe outside of not getting like the initial kills, they played it right. Temp's making good reads towards the middle of the map. He spots out the bomb, getting rotated over towards A. They're grouping up with Scraps, but Toronto just playing damn near perfectly. Even for the 2v2, it's just, you're in a crossfire between Cammy and Insight. Have fun with that, especially with the way they're shooting today. But Paris, we go again on attack. They've lost 4 in a row. The bomb is at least heading over towards this A site, but if you look at the middle of the map on the mini-map, Toronto, obviously they have all of the map control that they want.
Slow and steady. Oh, what a pick from Scraps. That
Nice
was a
shot,
delight.
Scraps. Jesus.
First blood goes his way. Just over a minute remaining. Aside from way back basketball. Gotta watch out though, because here comes the push from Kleenex. Temp makes the read.
Wow.
Nice stuff.
Oh my God! Fix your video,
Trades
Jesus.
once again come through. 3v2. Paris with the advantage. Oh, a big win from Scraps. His second of the round. Insight's on the hunt. Sees the slide. Scraps now. Oh boy, here comes the fight. Manages to get
Scraps
his
got
third.
3 that
Legion
round,
don't even
Jesus.
have to get the bomb down. They stop the push from Ultra. It's 4-2 now. How many more have they got in him, Chance? Scraps going big.
Ooh, shout out Matty Marshall. Good wins as well. Him in the crowd shot, man, always a treat to watch. Talk about a player that will go the extra mile to win these gunfights, and obviously uses his headset as well. One of the more underutilized thing, I'd say, in the CDL of just playing off those audio cues. But Scraps, of course, when there's only one player left, the comms are nice and quiet. Makes it that much easier to find that final player. And well, Kleenex trying to figure out what time it is. Time for a full-out B rush. Try to get the bomb down nice and quick. In Paris, well, everybody for them is middle of the map, so might be able to get this bomb down quick.
Yeah, no time like the present. Classic Gulhel. We saw him. We saw him. There's the shoulders. Kleenex saw him as well. What a kill that was. First blood goes his way. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Cammy still holding down the A-bomb site alone, trying to make sure no one makes their way through. And here comes the play. Aqua's going to run into him in a bit of trouble. Their fight takes place while the bomb goes down. Mid-map, though. 2-man wrap. Cammy finally wins his battle by bottom bed. Temp's going to try to get that little bit of revenge. Scraps now from driveway. Temp does manage to get it, Chance. It's a 2v3, 1 kill at a time. What can Scraps do?
But he's got to speed this up, right? I know the 2v2 is wonderful, but you're running out of time, so now you're going to have to start that flood to point. Well, the nade's going to make him weak, but still, you got to get in the back to clear these players out. And this is not easy.
15 seconds. Kleenex to get it. Scraps last one left alive, and it could be Kleenex, could be the Great Dane to get them both. No, there's the kill. 10 seconds remaining. Scraps, oh, that's going to be it. The clock is done. A valiant effort. Wants to stay alive for streaks, though. Bance, can you stop it? He will. Ultra get the round, and they stop the spree. Matty Marshall, map point. Toronto Ultra.
And just another round that just shows how difficult Ultra is to play against, right? Not only does the first blood come through from Kleenex over towards Pillars, you read about the bomb getting planted, but as the bomb's going down, Cammy, the solo man over towards like top bedroom, he just wins another one-on-one, and that just burns so much time off of your clock when you're forced to wrap all the way around through your opponent's spawn just to hunt that player down. By the time you come around for that 2v3 retake, there's just no time on the clock. As long as Toronto just dances and plays with the live, they're good to go. Trades coming through, though, on B.
Ooh.
And well, this is just a massive edge already. I'm talking too much. The round's basically over. Or Cammy trying to clutch a 1v3.
Pockets closed, no more trading now. Cammy trying to get it done. It's a hell no from Paris Legion. 3 more and they're good. But you still got Ultra on map point. Another decisive round out of Paris. Charge me, this is the kind of aggression you want to see out of them, man. This was very decisive. This was taking the initiative right off the rip. Like that round beautifully.
I mean, it was a similar story for the Garrison Hardpoint. It's really not like Paris played it all that poorly. There was just a couple big moments where either like Bance was making plays on rotation, or just Cammy, I don't know, going crazy and pick up a 2-piece that ordinarily players don't. But I mean, Paris, even in this Search and Destroy, most of the rounds they've played well. They've been making good reads the entire time. Occasionally, if you just get first blood at Toronto, almost always mistake-free. Aqua knows there is a lot of pressure here, and well, he's got Temp and Scraps with the nades to help him out.
Yeah, that's like Scraps' 3rd nade kill this map so far. He's throwing sweet ones tonight. 3 in a row for Aqua. Slow push now in towards that
B-bomb site with the bombs. The faster rotation, they've got mid-map control as well, but you still have to worry about inside. That island, he can cause damage. As soon as he opens up that player on A, he's got clearance to hit mid-steps. The back and forth we go, Chance. The dance continues while the B-bomb's planted.
He's going to be planning for Laundry, so maybe Insight needs to be the playmaker for Toronto just to make up for the 3 versus 4. And right now, Bears are just sort of waiting to find him, and they found him, but he takes a kill, and now you got to hunt him down in Insight. You see the idea, runs to the back of the spawn. He's playing his life, and all of this attention from Paris is on him. He is buying them so much time.
A lot of time. That's the one thing they don't have right now. Cammy, the tickle's in. There's a big kill. There's another on Scraps. He does get it. Temps last player left alive. And Bance will be the one to get it
there we go.
Toronto Ultra.
6-3.
It's a 6-3 here on Raid. And that is a 2-0 lead in the series so far. My word, mate, they had some great rounds. Lovely strategic depth. Paris with a couple of sweet ones, but ultimately Toronto in the driver's seat from start to finish there in the search.
And that really is just how many rounds did we see even just for that game where like the player that was floating over towards bedroom, whether it was Cammy or Insight in the final rounds, just finds that one pick, causes a problem, and wastes all the time. And I'm sure Paris, if they want to run it back, they'd probably think, all right, we just need to like flood and push out Laundry, try to take the 4-on-2 in that direction. But it's just the entire time. You know, if you try to go for that strat, Insight's just going to shoot you in the back and catch you off guard. And just plays it like an expert. Toronto Ultra, 6 straight win, 11 of their last 12 have been dubs, and still a nearly perfect map count record here in Stage 3.
Look at the stats, a very well concerted effort from Toronto Ultra there. Big damage there from Kleenex and Cammy. On the other side of the board, though, I mean, nothing too bad whatsoever there from Paris Legion. Scrap's going big with the old 1500 there. And again, just decisive stuff in the Search and Destroy and Raid. They played the map brilliantly. Ultra looking very strong there in that 6-3 win. And we did actually see a very premature Benjamin Bance put his shoes back on. Is that bad luck? What does this mean? Does he think the match is over? You've still got a bloody control to play, lad. Who knows, though? Maybe run in the bathroom. Our tactical play, though, our US Army tactical play coming up now will be that final round. Again, a big one for Toronto Ultra Chance. They played the map very, very well, it has to be said.
And obviously, we know now with hindsight that like Insight is the problem in this situation, right? But what Paris has to think about this entire time, even if they know they can potentially take that 4v2 over towards Laundry's side, if you know you're just going to be set up to the point where Insight can shoot you in the back, you almost feel obligated to try and take him down. So I don't know how much it is Paris screwing up, more so Insight just making the big play, but it's just confident stuff. I mean, in a 3v4, you're just trusting 2 players to get the bomb down without finding any picks yet. This is just Toronto playing with all the confidence in the world, and it is as soon as Insight finds this kill and gets out. And they even like knew where he was. Like the double challenge was okay. Maybe you just have to fly him in the situation, but he's already made the play. He has drawn 3 players' attention just towards their back spawn. And at this point, Paris is calling out like, we gotta go. Like we just don't have time. But what, 25 seconds on the clock, Insight just outplaying their opponents, and then Cammy with a gunny to top it all off.
Lovely way to hit the sides there, and the final kill going to Bance. Ultra with a nice big victory there on Raid. We'll see that Search and Destroy done. Now, time for another quick commercial break as the players get ready for one more control here in this series. Can Ultra get it done in 3, or will Paris begin the reverse sweep? Find out after this break.
We've come a long way, paid our dues, measured by the scoreboard. We've taken the battlefield as brothers, as friends, as champions, as kings. We didn't come to play esports. We came to define it.
Oh, 100%, Abraham. Yeah, their teamwork right now is unbelievable. But they are getting cocky in some of their games, though, and it's starting to kind of show. So teams are finally taking advantage of it, or at least trying to when they get the chance.
now.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by GameFuel. Use code CDL 2021 for a special discount on GameFuel.com. Tournament audio and team listenings are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
Do you think you know the Call of Duty League better than anyone? Well, you probably don't. But let's find out, because you can prove it by playing the CDL Pick'ems this season. Make your match predictions each day by 12 p.m. Pacific. And if you're right, collect points and admire yourself at tippity top the leaderboards. Awesome prizes are available all season long for the biggest winners. So, unlike most of the talent on this crew, don't forget to put your Pick'ems in. Chance? I know Nameless did it the other day. I have been great this week so far. You know who else is great? Toronto Ultra. They are so hot right now, you could cook an egg on Cammy's face. They're killing it in game, Chance. They're very, very strong on all maps and modes. We look at their records, it is astonishing. Because again, since we come into this stage, they have just transformed. Is this even their final form?
I would have to imagine it is, right? Because this is like damn near perfect play. 9-0 in control, like undefeated. They're looking to get set up for their 10th in a row. It's the 10-1 in the search, but obviously we even just said they've won 11 of their last 12, just to bump it up a little bit further. I mean, they have a 14-1 map record throughout stage 3. It is not like they
is there
have
even a
an
point
easy
to
group,
bet with the odds so bad?
Easy. They just do like simple things on the map. Like they just have like a very simple game plan, and they just execute it time after time. Like every single round, I think most of the top teams will like lose a search and destroy. You have the discussion of like what went wrong. It's like, okay, I should have challenged this. I just got caught. Oh, I thought my teammate was watching the cross. There's like these X, Y, Zs. I don't know if Toronto has these discussions anymore. I feel like they've almost figured everything out to such a degree that now the rounds they lose, they're just like, oh yeah, we just got blooded and then we got traded out after that. There was nothing we could do. It is very near.
I bet my own, remember?
They're the best team in the game right now, and any other pro team that's watching them are watching them for two reasons. One, because they're the team to beat. You got to figure it out. And two, just to learn.
I did it off of how I felt. So
are just on point. It is efficient gameplay.
Yeah, but you also have more betting money than I did, so
for the past month.
I'm glad that you bet, because at least one of us would win.
Like you're getting some serious reps in against one of the finest teams in the league.
If you could figure out how to work it.
In the major, I mean, they're in for a world of hurt right now, because again, form is one thing. You know, they are learning the ways of the map. We're still getting ourselves almost into this one. There's been a slight delay. There's been a bit of an issue getting the players all into the lobby. Not sure who to blame. I'd love.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's the site. The site's fucked up right now.
What we'll do instead is we'll throw this.
So you probably have to just give it a day or two and see if it works later.
Give it another shot here as we get into control. Map number 3 coming up after this break.
Oh my god, you guys have so many goddamn breaks. Just get into the game. How about that?
We've come a long way, paid our dues, measured by the scoreboard, and valued by social currency. We travelled to cities while representing ours, gone from one team to the next, We've taken the battlefield as brothers, as friends, as champions, as kings. We didn't come to play esports. We came to define it.
You have come for adventure. But the Barons wants to break you.
this is your Scuff Team of the Week, a super team built with 4 of the top performers at the most recent event.
It's just on a
3
break
players
right now.
were selected by the league, and 1 was selected by fan vote. Stick around to the end to find out who made the team. First up, it's Kenny of the LA Thieves. This AR phenom had a stellar showing in the Paris home series.
I gotta be there before 5:30, like 5 or 10 minutes before or so. I got plenty of time. I got probably enough time to watch this series and possibly probably the entire next series, but I'd say at about 3:30 or 4 I at least need to start getting ready. So I'll still have the stream going, I just will be like in my room getting ready while it's going.
If we were to highlight just one moment of Kenny's fantastic week, it probably has to be his massive 10 kill streak versus Optic on Raid Control. Next up, it's Cammy.
100%. We're supposed to have some good games tomorrow too.
Ultra Stonks are still
especially that Optic and FaZe one.
Cammy's been playing, it looks like Toronto's going to the
because
moon.
Optic lately has been really good, or getting better at search.
As he racked up the most damage and kills of any player
no, at least in their search.
Toronto's matches. In many cases,
their hard points have been awful though.
KD, most of their strong performances come in 1 or 2 game modes.
And then they still have a
However,
decent
Cammy
record in
was the
fucking
statistical
Control.
leader in every game mode. Cammy had the 4th highest SD KD, the 3rd highest hardpoint KD, and the #1 KD in Control. Third, it's Abizi.
Just talking about
the Atlanta
KDs.
FaZe. The Atlanta FaZe haven't won a series since losing the Major 2 Grand Final, but they bounced back strong with a 2-0 result in Week 2 of Stage 3. Abizi showcased plenty of the aggressive, in-your-face SMG play that's made him so notorious in the respawns. But the hardcore CDL fans know that this guy's greatest strength is his playmaking and search and destroy. His highlight S&D performance came in Map 5 of Atlanta FaZe's match versus the LA Thieves, where Abizi dropped a ridiculous 14-4 scoreline across just 9 rounds of play. And finally, selected by fan vote, it's Kleenex of the Toronto Ultra. The vote was a close one this week, with Kleenex barely edging out Simp by just 1.2% in the poll. Kleenex is one of those players who can go on an explosive streak at any given time. This week, Kleenex scored the 7th highest Control KD, a stat largely owed to his performance in Map 3 versus the LA Gorillas. Across just 3 rounds of play on Raid Control, Kleenex dropped an impressive 25-11 scoreline. Toronto Ultra's wins over the LA Gorillas and the Minnesota Rocker marked their 7th and 8th match victories in a row. The question is, who's going to be the team to finally end their streak? That's your Scuff Team of the Week for Stage 3, Week 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are almost ready to rock and roll. Ultra versus Legion. Map number 3, we're going back to Garrison Control. It's going to be a fun one. Again, if you just joined us, Toronto Ultra are up 2 in the series. They need this map, call it a day. Get their feet up and enjoy the rest of the stellar Call of Duty League action here on day 3 of the Garrison of the Dallas home series. I almost called it the Garrison home series, just because we've seen Garrison twice. Man, here we go though, Chance. This should be a good one. Again, Ultra looking very strong across all 3 game modes. They've been very dominant in the series so far, as you'd expect with the team at the top of the board.
And they're looking to have the perfect control record throughout Stage 3. Admittedly, maybe only 5 series, not that impressive. Well, they're going for 10 in a row, so a little bit more impressive in that regard. Toronto Ultra have just, again, been ridiculous. We can wax poetic as much as we want, but they've been insane. They deserve all the credit. Maybe Watermelon is, in fact, the factor. See if Paris, though, Garrison, certainly one of the stronger maps for this team. Even for the hard points, had a strong opening break. They're coming from the same side. Samp able to strike with that. Hope first blood, but Vance missed the trades.
So far, yeah, a little bit of love towards the B zone. A zone's about to get an unwelcome visitor in the form of Insight. Maybe actually.
I was about to say, Insight could have just jumped on that bitch easily.
Almost done. Nice hold here from Toronto. There it is. Live count still relatively even. Here comes the reinforcements towards A for Paris. But again, the play is certainly
Insight's
towards
about
B
to get
still.
fucking
Insight
swarmed.
top green tower alone? The answer is no. He does get a consolation prize in the form of Temp. He can take with him into his next life. Segment's almost complete here over towards B. Scraps. Oh, out he goes, but Vance wins it. There's a slight delay. Oh, brilliant job. That's a nice job. Nice.
Should have just stayed on the fucking point.
2 players on the point. They stop Vance. They stop the capture. And now they've got a little bit more time to work with. 1 minute still on the clock remaining. They've drained that segment almost completely, Chance. Stuff out of Paris.
Oh dear, now Insight though, maybe starting to get a little bit hot. Not that he needs to, because he's been on point again for the past month, but they're making plays. B is absolutely going to get captured. And you actually have, it looks like Vance trying to cause problems over towards Briggs. He does finally get taken down behind. Hey, either way, minute 45 on the clock, all of the lives to work with. Need one good break over towards A, and I know this map, at least historically, has been defense heavy, but we paid attention to it yesterday. There is so many offensive rounds being won, and now the spawn kills coming through as Kleenex ripping off heads.
Cammy finds the pinch. Oh, nice win. 1:30 left on the clock. They're going to stop it as they get their players on towards the A zone. Scrap's got to clear out Bricks. And he's hurt. He's real hurt. Kleenex is going to hold him still. Find the pixel. Oh, lordy!
Kleenex, oh dude, if you would have pieced him like that, I would have lost my shit.
Kleenex making it hard for Paris Legion to get on towards the A zone. Classic though. Fighting fit, in he goes. Cammy's going to cut him down. Temp's up next. Takes one with him. Insight's going to be there for the quick contest. Nice job, Paris on the point. Temp! Oh, baby, what shots they were. Here we go. Insight, last player left on the point. Is he going to be able to get it done? He gets one. He can't take them all, though. Legion will hold the defense. 2 segments gone. 1 remaining.
That is so much effort just for the retake as well. I mean, Insight staying alive for 45 seconds, it seemed like, on the point. Just a difficult team to fight through, but hey, you've done it. Now you pick up the next 2 kills, and Cammy, he's going to fall as well. No map control at all, but Insight.
Okay, we get it, bro. You got aimbot. God damn, son.
And, I mean, frankly, give him the 4th. Player's going to fly out Aqua, well, good enough to just keep him at bay, but Insight, hell of a job just to keep this round interesting.
Interesting indeed. This was a Dawn, or in top green rather, as the kills are there. Classic's going to try and stay alive. Just creating these openings now as he makes his way across. Backlights towards Bricks. Oh, this is a nice back and forth. Temp's going to find a couple of kills. And uh-oh, Paris, that's last lives gone. No lives remaining. 4-7. Ultra still there, not out of the woods yet. 30 seconds left, Chance. Not a lot of lives to work with. Oh, it's a big one from Aqua. Hit and run, baby. Temp's going to find another. 4-5. 1 life left for Ultra before. That's it. No more respawns. It's a good old 4v4 for the point.
And for Ultra, this is a decision, right? Do you
They
want
gotta jump on it though. That's the problem.
All the way around and try to set up for a nice push. It looks like at least doubled up in green is the call, but Aqua there takes the first one down. Now you're trying to flank through Bricks, and Classic's got the read. Kleenex trying to make the play. He's out on point. He gets
wow.
As
Paris
well.
won that one.
Paris. It took quite a bit of effort to make it happen, but on defense, they got the job done. What a way to start this Garrison Control.
Amazing way to start this Garrison Control. And you got to think about how close Ultra came to fully capping B. It managed to hold that one down, and it was like a fraction of a pixel before they get the full cap. Legion get them off.
It doesn't help that Cammy's 3 and 9 right now. Literally triple negative. Holy
Wonderful
crap.
Stuff from them. Close finish indeed. Here we go though. Legion.
Cammy's got to step
see
it
how well
up.
they fare.
It's also worth pointing out, I think at least just because of the Garrison Control we casted over yesterday, just the fact that Paris was even fighting over towards B and just getting that swarm initially, just make sure it buys them more time in the end.
Classic's on
defense,
a
but
fry
now they're
right
on
now.
offense.
They're already
Classic
on
is
B.
soared through. That's a clean 4 down. You get 3 bodies on A. Unfortunately, Classic is going to fall, and Aqua can't get across. Mistakes that can't be made because Insight the dagger, another best play for him. The walking highlight reel, 15 kills to his name.
I mean, that is absurd. That is so close. I mean, Scraps makes the play up over the top. Instead, the Diamati from the hit of Insight. Stop the clock, 110. Kleenex does win the fight. That makes B safe. Scraps cut down from behind. Map control going the way of Ultra. You know, premium position now.
Are you good, dog?
And there's Kleenex. Once again, 3 straight kills in a row.
They're spawn. I know, right? But I'm just not used to hearing that from you. They're spawn killing fucking Paris.
Not just yet. Fighting tooth and nail now, giving his teammates the opportunity to make their way out.
I sound like I burped like I'm fucking dying.
As Ultra, now it's time to tighten the noose.
I said I burped like I'm dying.
In spawn, keep them uncomfortable.
Like if I was told that, like, hey, you better belch or you're gonna fucking die. Like, well, there we go.
Speaking of comfortable, just the idea.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're just fucking. They're literally tormenting them now.
Over this green alley, or you don't know when you're gonna get shot in the side. It's a nice.
Bro, did you see the angle that he had? I've never seen somebody use that angle before.
On the clock, stuck in your spawn, down by a ton of
lives. He's 20-7 right now, dude. What am I watching from this kid?
We're only 2 rounds in. And this round has not finished. I mean, he might be thinking about a potential kill record if this game continues on.
Nice one. Classic. Still trying to buy it. Vance finds another one. Man, it's back and forth.
Oh,
there we go.
yeah.
Look at the observers. It's just non-stop. I'm going to kill you.
Oh,
He's going to
baby
kill you,
boo.
mate. That guy's going to get killed as well. That's what the trades work. Paris Legion, they start off fantastically in that
Oh, man,
first
it's
round, but now we
21
level
and
things
7.
up.
What the fuck?
This insight, this wasn't even the play. Like, this was nice, but it wasn't even the play that really made it over towards that A zone. But Chance, it is clinical. Clinical stuff out of Ultra at times, but has to be said, Garrison is definitely a good pick here for Paris Legion. Still got tricks up their sleeve. Let's see what they bring in the next round.
Well, the play that you're talking about, it's the inside three-piece over towards the A point, right?
Yeah. Imagine Cammy
really,
starts heating up too.
Like the
He's only double negative now. But imagine, imagine he starts heating up, and fucking Insight keeps going the way he's going. Bro, Insight could honestly drop a 40 bomb this game.
And if you make a mistake against
The
them,
way he's
obviously
playing,
you're going to get punished. But
like,
I mean, Paris,
Jesus.
on the offense had the perfect opening break to.
Problem is, though, is now he's
toss
slowing
away.
down to play for streaks,
It's just
which
little
is
things
smart.
Like that, you're going to get punished every single time. And now, speaking about perfect opening breaks, this has been just a standoff in the middle of the map.
Standoff. Not quite yet. Mid-season, I believe. Vance trying to get the party started for Ultra. Linux is going to be the one to do it. Oh, Scrapsman's a big one there from Square. Temp now making his way forward. Are losing the B
Inside
zone
just
now,
got taken
still
out.
Pressure is on. They've got the numbers. Can
Fucking
Phoenix
Aqua
goes
went
one
all the way
with his
behind him.
Blistering skill. He's going to give it a go, and there it is. That's exactly the skill we were talking about. The old hop, skip, and a jump right into the kill feed. Insight finds another. Ultra looking to walk away with this one. First segment of B gone. Second, making quick work of that.
The defense retake last time was a big factor in why Paris gets the win, but this time they're actually not committing. Maybe they wanted to only be able to triple up green, but since they only have two, they're going to take their time, and I think maybe the cautious play might be the correct one for them. But now you actually have Classic. He's making moves to Undersky Tank. He gets caught. Kleenex on the flip side thinking about some spawn kills, and well, Temp there to take him down. So Paris on defense once again. So far so good, and Vance knows that he's going to pump the brakes and wait for his teammates to make a play, but Temp, Spidey senses tingling, and the kill goes through.
Gets it. Cleans up a few as well. Less than a minute 30 remaining now. See the defensive line you've got there for the Paris Legion. Holding this one down. Kleenex. Oh, and catches Temp unaware. Up to Scraps. Nice job, finds the first. Immediate transition over. Good reads as well. Kleenex is going to make that jump. Heard it. Heard it. Is it going to be enough now for Scraps? Take these fights. Trying to buy the time. His teammates are showing
No,
up.
he got Aqua
Ultra
came in
killed
behind him.
down. And now you're on the A zone.
It's
Ultra,
2
they
down,
stopped the clock
or
at
it's
110.
all down, and there's
First
2 on the
segment nearly
point.
gone. Second one's going to be a thing of the past before you know it. Cammy's getting involved now as well.
Almost 2
They are
ticks
looking
in.
to capture this one
Half
fast.
of it's already gone. Literally about to get the
Okay,
second
so
tick in a
it's only two
second.
bodies on point, so you get an
They got the
opportunity
second
for a
tick.
Swarm. Classic and Temp able to pick up kills, and that
Oh,
is a job
Kleenex,
well
you didn't
done.
see him?
Vance
What?
on the backside is going to be made one
Vance
shot.
is by himself.
And Paris again on defense. The retakes are clean. I think even Temp had the right idea. I didn't see exactly what play he made, but he was playing up towards the middle of the map. That is just good kills coming through, and yeah, maybe defense.
Cammy's
does
got to
simply
figure this
just
shit
reign
out, man. He's
supreme,
10 and
but
18.
obviously
He's not
55
doing good.
seconds left. Toronto, they get
10 and
maybe
19.
2 more good pushes to try to get to this point, but Vance
Oh,
unaware.
dude, they're getting
Scraps has been hanging
slaughtered
out
now.
in
It's
track. You need
17
to
to
take him
11 in
down
lives,
before you can
Paris.
make anything happen on the map.
Oh, go on, Scraps. Finish the shots, get the kill. Teammates gonna
They
be
are
picking
good
some
at
trades in mid.
Garrison,
There's
man,
Classic.
honestly.
Oh,
They are
it's an
really
ugly
good.
Fight. Insight comes out on top. It was a whiff and a miss. from
Oh,
both
wait,
of them.
that's they're all 4 down. You got to push that
Here we
shit.
go.
Just go.
Insight
Get
stops
in.
the clock. Defense has been so tenacious so far, but they're going to have to make a very big break now. Oh, and it's a
Oh my god, it might be over. 3-0. They all stacked it, and the thing went by so goddamn fast.
It's their round. They had so many bodies on point, and it just got a little messy towards the
That
end.
yeah, I got way too messy
Man,
at
it was
the
a
end.
solid
Holy
hold for
crap.
so long from Paris.
Paris is good at Garrison, man. No matter if it's hard point or fucking control, they know what their shit is. The problem is though is that
Even for the first round, the
like
Paris Legion were able to
Toronto's
win. It
really
took
good
so
about
much
stacking the
effort to make
point
it
when
happen, right?
all
Like, they
4 are
swung
down.
over towards B just to make sure they have to double back and go again. I think they stopped them over towards
All right,
A,
so
like,
Toronto's
twice.
up 2-1. All they gotta
It's
do is
just an
defend.
overwhelming team. It's like you're fighting against like an ocean or something. Like the waves just keep on coming. Toronto Ultra, again, a force of nature on the map.
Thing about it is,
in
even if
double
Paris
numbers.
wins this round,
As a
Toronto
team,
all
they're
they get to
still
defend because they have more ticks. Since Paris never got 1
Phoenix is gonna
tick
get that
in
first blood
in
here
their
round.
attacking
It's
first
over the
attacking
Vance.
round.
Almost gets himself 2, but that Head on a swivel. Got Aqua there, as he does manage to help the squad. Over towards the B zone we go. It's going to be CleanX on the defense. Nice hop on top of Scraps to clean him up. 20 to 16 for him. 3 in a row. There's the 4th in a row. And man, he is back and forth. Aqua gets the snap, but the shots are there. The high damage from the Krig gets it done. And Aqua the trades again. And unlike what I'm seeing out of Paris, it's a new sign of life here. They've got to get themselves onto that B zone. Scraps is the man trying to do it.
Trying to do it, but they are stuck, right? You don't have the trash control of the map. You don't have control of like your caution. You don't have control of dark. You've got nothing for Paris other than being overwhelmed. Insight even just hunting these poor players down in their spawn.
Oh man, just hunting them down with a pistol,
to
I
capture
swear.
both the points. Paris staring down the barrel of a hot 3-0, and well, for Toronto right now, just another day in the office. Or if you're CleanX, inside of Tools.
Inside of Tools, feet up, enjoying life. Here we go. Final.
No,
20
they just
seconds.
can't figure out their attacking
Scraps.
rounds. No bullshit.
And it's going to get forward. We've stopped the clock. They get on towards the A zone.
Oh, they're on A right now. I didn't even notice that.
A massive win from Scraps. That's 2 in a row. You got bodies on A. Oh, Cammy wins a massive one. That's going to make A open now.
Oh,
We've
shit,
still got
really?
Scraps over towards the B zone. Stops the clock. But here comes Ultra. Vance making his way in first. Meets the guns of Scrap. Over towards CleanX
Wait,
now as
really?
he makes his way forward. Dodges the Semtex. That was unbelievable. Can Scraps win another one? This is for 4 in a row. No, teamwork prevails. Classic though. He's going to keep it going. And we've still got bodies on the point.
Yeah,
A
they're
as
on both
Aqua's
points.
over
What are
there.
y'all doing?
Paris.
Go.
It's a late game resurgence. Life count all good. Aqua wins the first. Vance is going to clean it, and chance we may see B get captured. This round ain't over yet.
They've bought themselves time. At minute and 15 left on the clock, and even 2 players pushing up through lights, and they're able to get 2 down. You might be able to start thinking about some spawn kills. And by we, I mean Scraps, the only player with the opportunity. Bans on point, gets found. The clearance is there, and the spawn kills.
They are
coming
spawn
through.
killing them now,
2
yeah.
bodies
Holy
on
shit.
point in the 8th progression.
Paris might win this round. It might go to a round 5.
He's got himself 4. Here comes number 5. Cammy just about nips away. That's good stuff. Insight now bringing the fight to him. Big shots. Scraps eating nades. He's all good, but he's bought a lot of time. Meanwhile, that time has been decimated by the might of CleanX. Over on towards the A zone. Again, 1 minute remaining chance. 8 lives for either team. This
CleanX,
is to
reload
keep
your
Paris
damn gun.
Legion in the series. This is for the win for Ultra. All Paris have got to do is get on that point, kill these players out, and Temp. Oh, it's a big win. Insight does manage to hold the line for now. Still have got CleanX at the very back of the A zone. Here comes the push. Toronto, no lives left. You've managed to get Paris onto the board. And now getting the contest, and it is back and forth. Vance now getting involved. Classic, what have you got? The tags. Can he get the kill? There's so many members around him. No, they go down, and it's a 2v3. 2 members of Ultra now on the point. Last one on the roam chance, and there's 30 seconds remaining. Time for some serious heroics from Paris Legion.
You just got to find these kills, and CleanX right now, he's the roaming man. Picks a nice corner, but if you can catch him, well, there you go, 2v2. You've cleared out their base.
right
You
now.
know they have to be on point, or maybe top green, and even Cammy instantly made 1 shot, but only 10 seconds left on the clock.
10 seconds left. Nades are up and about. Shots from Scraps. It all puts it down to Bance. Bance gets the kill. It was a 6.9 seconds on the clock, and now it's a 1v1.
Oh my god, bro.
Benjamin Bance with the jump mantle onto the box.
Look at that. Did you see the hip fire on that shit?
Oh my. You've got to be screaming. It was
Bro,
just
the
an
hip
gun.
fire.
Didn't really have that much of a right to win, but what a finish.
Oh my
baby.
god.
Toronto Ultra. It's going to be a 3-1 in the
Holy
control.
shit
And that's a
almighty.
3-0
They gotta
in
work
the
on their
series,
control,
and
man.
My word. What an exciting finish that one was. Paris, 2 rounds where it could not have been any closer. It could not have been any tighter. And the shoes are on for real this time. That's the 10th straight win in the control game mode for Toronto Ultra Chance. And what more can we say about them? They're just looking brilliant.
I mean, Ben's just doing it 1 frame at a time, but that is honestly probably one of the most ridiculous rounds of control we've seen potentially all year. I genuinely have no idea how Toronto won it. Like, not only does it come down to the 1v1 towards the end, but we're watching Scraps live inside their base. He's picking up like 3 or 4 kills. It took like 2 or 3 players to take him down towards the end. He bought his team so much time. Even while that's going on, then we just switch over to CleanX, and he's like, yep, cleared the point, everything's fine over here, don't worry about it. Then we flip over to Temp, also spawn killing Toronto in their base and finding the kills as well. I mean, Temp had, what, 31, 32 kills to his name? Well, there's your answer, 32.
Yeah, I
mean,
just
he
got
played out of his mind.
I got
And in the
14
end, it
from
just
that,
doesn't
so
make
I'm
a
at
difference.
34.50
Just an
now.
insane performance, another clutch one coming out from Toronto Ultra, and well, well. Certainly a devastating feel, certainly towards the end, because again, you can look at that round where you get 3-piece by inside on offense after you had the perfect opening break. You can look at that Garrison hardpoint where you don't win a single rotation to P2 or P3. That, of course, is, you know, Paris Legion's bread and butter. You can look at all these things, but of course, if you look across the aisle, you're still just staring at a team that is as close to perfect as we have seen. I think, what, 11-1 in their past 12 searches, 10-0 in their past 10 controls, and their hardpoint obviously not too shabby either. The obvious front runner going into the Stage 3 Major.
Indeedy. Well, there you go. It's going to be a 3-0. Let's have a look at that scuff play of the game. We're going to give it to the final moments of that control, because let's face it, it was pretty exciting. It was, what, a 3v2 at one point? We're going to kick this one off again at 5-4. Again, Paris with the life lead right now. They are cap in that A zone. And watch those mini-maps, watch those kills come through. Every single one counts. This was it, man. This was a highlight reel in itself. Heroics from both teams when they really needed it.
And shout out Bance as well. What gets the 2-piece there, taking the players down, and obviously wins the 1v1 towards the end. But it's just another situation where Paris just did everything right. They genuinely just played as perfectly as he could for this final 2v3. Kleenex makes his position known, the teamwork there, the trades on point. You have clean shots coming through scraps, because keep in mind, there's no time on this clock basically, right? 10 seconds, you are obligated to fly at this hill, but Scraps, as patient as he needs to be, gets the headshot for the kill, but then this hip fire, oh baby, this hip fire. I mean, Scraps did nothing wrong. He just gets eviscerated off the map. You hate to see it for him, but for Bance, just the
Bance's fucking camera is so laggy.
That hurt a lot. That one really does sting for the Paris Legion fans. But that's the way of the warrior. That's the way of the road. It all comes down to a single gunfight. And that man on your screen, Benjamin Vance, he comes out on top. Toronto do get the win. Now, let's look at their schedule. The road to the major, friends. Here we go. It's a lot of dubs. It's nothing but dubs. Can I get a Waltra in the chat? Or the, was it Waronto Waltra? If you're in the yeah, I'm not even going to do it live.
Yeah, but Rocker, they 3-1 Rocker. They didn't 3-0. Or was it LA Gorillas?
I'm fairly certain that's not accurate. I think it was the Minnesota Rockers that got one hardpoint win. It's not perfect. They have one hardpoint loss. Get better for Stage 4. That's all I got to say.
Step it up, Ultra. Come on. Let's have a look at Paris now, though. As again, a little different look for them.
Oh God, Paris!
All in all, they took Dallas to a 3-1.
3-1, 1-3, 0-3, 1-3, 3-1, and then 0-3.
For them, though, Florida Mutineers, they got that kryptonite against a team like the Mutineers. Mutineers, as good as they look, they cannot beat Paris. We love to see that. Again, it's just that whole thing about the chemistry of a team, the way they play. Mutineers, they just can't hang with Legion. We've got the standings now as we go back to Group A, and again, this changes things somewhat, but it's still Ultra 5-0. Perfect so far. Paris 1-4. This changes things somewhat. Again, when we get to that like Los Angeles Gorillas matchup, things could be going very differently. Again, to get that tiebreaker down there at 1-4, or will that be a 2-3 for LAG in their match against the Florida Mutineers later? That is that, friends. After the break, we will be talking to Cammy. The wonderful Miles will be discussing all sorts of goodies with him in our Game Fuel Victory Spotlight coming up after this break.
At least the odds for these next games don't fucking suck. Oh yeah, esports is trending. Why?
Download now.
Oh, I'm so in.
These old bones know a storm's coming.
of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome now to the Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. We saw a hot 3-0 there for Toronto Ultra, and now I get to talk to Cammy himself. Cammy, congratulations.
All right, I'm gonna go change real quick, so I'll be right back.
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Actually, I'll just bring it with me.
Feet up, enjoying life right now. You're clearly the
Just
best
chilling,
team
yeah.
in the league. Hey, just chilling. Let's chat real quick about the first hard point. That was Paris' best game, 7-1 on that one on Garrison. You had a bit of a blinder though, mate. I mean, the whole squad's looking good, but walk me through your performance on that first map and what was really flowing for you.
I feel like everyone was just going my way, to be fair. I know Paris are good at that map. You know, it was kind of like a square up from us in the vetoes. They've obviously, I think they beat Dallas on it the other week, so we were really strong at it, but I mean, I had a really good individual map, and the boys were just clutching up when needed, so, you know, we managed to get the job done. Yeah,
you squared up indeed, and all things worked out. Another question is for you, mate, because of course, I mean, last stage, like stage 2 coming into it, like you were a decent team, you were definitely not the best team, you surprised everyone, right? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, turned everyone's heads around. In this stage now, you are 5-0 so far, everything is perfect. How much has the world changed for you? I mean, when you're playing in game, I mean, do your farts smell great? Are people like saluting you in the streets? What is going on?
Nah, I feel like it's still weird to take in, because obviously we've never really been used to being like that. Like what I don't think many people are used to being like what we're going through at the moment in terms of like the way we're beating people. Like I think we just finished the group 15-1, so it's just a lot to take in really. We've definitely not got any sort of complacency or anything. We're still going as hard as we did before we won, and obviously it's just all mad to me, to be fair. I don't really know how to I don't actually know. It's a weird feeling.
It is mad, mate. That's the best way to put it. It's mad. I mean, you're humble in and out of game, Cammy. We love to see what you're doing so far. It's been an amazing day, mate, and I congratulate you once again on the 3-0. Thank you very much for joining us here.
Thank you.
What a legend, Cammy. What an absolute legend. 3-0 on the day here. That's a perfect 5 in the groups there for Toronto Ultra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, though, with that out of the way, it's almost time for potentially our main event of the day. The debut of Hook here in the LA Thieves going up against NYSL. Our Game Fuel marquee match coming up right after this quick break.
Download free now.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands,
where every soul has its place. World of Warcraft Shadowlands, available now.
Hello, and welcome to the Game Fuel marquee match. Maven here, joined by Merc. Joe, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. We had a couple of big matchups coming up right next, and well, Los Angeles Thieves versus the New York Subliners, and we're pretty deep into our stage 3. So Now it's about what's at stake for Group B. If Thieves win, they are top 2. NYSL will be 2nd or 3rd. If the Subliners win, they lock in that number 1 seed, and LA Thieves will be top 3.
Yeah, it's a huge match. I do want to hop to our Astro social soundboard, and I think Clay and Kenny were going back and forth a little bit. Well, Kenny tweeted out his game day. Clay said, just let us have the first seed, bro. You don't want it anyway. Just a little friendly banter between the guys, just trying to get locked in the best spot they can headed into the major. But, Joe, I can't wait for this. Excited to see, obviously, what Kenny and the boys can do with the new look squad and NYSL. They seem to be surging.
Yeah, I think even before the roster change, we knew that this was going to be a very exciting match. Just the way that both of these two teams, their trajectory was going. LA Thieves were getting better and better. NYSL with Hydra now, I mean, undefeated in hardpoint, like they just look clean. So yeah, but now you had the Hook. You had the Hook roster change on top of that, and this should be a bloodbath.
Yeah, let's talk about our game field feature player, because it's got to be Hook. Hook the Nuke joining this roster. It's been a wild month of the CDL. I think there are a lot of people really excited to see what he's able to do on this roster. If you're LA Thieves, you feel like you got away with a steal.
Yeah, I mean, this is a franchise player. You and I talked about that. He was almost our Stage 1 MVP. He was a world champion last year. I felt like he really found his spot on Dallas Empire with that NV organization. We really don't know what happened, but it happened fast. LA Thieves pick him up. And again, LA Thieves, they were getting better and better, but they needed some help, I think, especially in the submachine gun role in that slaying category. And why not have this guy, especially in hardpoint 1.1? He is 6th in the CDL.
I guess my question for you is, what do you think the pressure is like on Hook, considering how well they were playing before he joined, but also the play of TJ?
I don't, pressure of Hook. I think joining the LA Thieves right away, there's some pressure to that. The organization expects championships sooner or later. And I think with Hook, it's going to, the question is, when is it going to happen? It should be sooner. So yeah, there's absolutely some pressure on this entire roster. But for Hook, it's about getting comfortable. You know, he's got a new home right now. We're not looking, I guess we'll see what happens throughout Stage 3, but we're really looking at Stage 4, Stage 5, and, well, the championship to see what these guys can do. Again, it's a roster change.
100%.
Things aren't going to be perfect.
100%, but how good can they be? We've talked a lot about the changes to the roster. Now let's take a look at the roster. Let's meet them here, the LA Thieves. Joe, on paper, I feel like this roster has the important components. Like, you have two franchise guys in Kenny and Hook. And then I think it is so important to have the young, hungry players, the ones pushing so much harder maybe than some of the grizzled veterans. And that's what you have in Draza and Venom. They are hungry. They want to win. I like this squad a lot.
It absolutely helps, too, when Draza's playing the way that he's been playing ever since he joined the starting lineup. He's been just a firecracker for this team. He's really stepped them up. And then Venom is getting more comfortable. He's getting better and better. We've been seeing his improvement throughout that. And it's going to be a little bit different for him now. You know, with Hook next to him, he may have to play a little bit more selfless. We'll see how that dynamic works out. But, you know, he's going to have to make some adjustments.
Yeah, that's what I'm most interested about. It's just that sub-duo now. It changes a lot for him. TJ and Hook are quite different players. But now, on the other side of it, we're talking about changes with subs. How good has Hydra been? He is a special talent, especially in the respawns. The man has been a freak of nature. Let's meet the team here for NYSL.
What a kill that was. I'll see you in league play later, boys and girls.
Placer, though, has a couple players in front. He gets the two. He gets the third. There's the first. That was one more. It's inside. Fantastic movement. Shots on point. Keep the streak going.
we saw this map potentially wide open. I'll tell you what, Joe, as excited as we are to see this new look sub-duo on the Thieves side, well, you couldn't ask for a much tougher matchup against the likes of Hydra and Asim with the high level of play they're currently at.
It kind of reminds me of, you know, what Asim has to go through or has been going through. But yeah, Hydra steps in and he has just been so darn good in respawns. Asim has kept up with that, but, you know, he's had to make some adjustments. You know, we kind of talked to him. We've seen Hydra when he's playing well. He is a happy kid. When he doesn't, he seems to be down on himself a little bit, but they're getting better and better. They have been a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think, you know, depending on your squad composition with, you know, your AR, I guess I just feel like with that sub-duo, it's the most dynamic. Like, depending on what type of playstyle you have, you really have to be able to adapt. But let's get into the game fuel keys to victory now. We'll start it off with NYSL.
They are perfect in Hardpoint in a very tough group throughout Group B, 7-0, and this is led by Hydra, 1.38, and Clayster at a 1.24. A lot of eyes have been on those two, but keep your eyes on Mac as well. Mac, since that Game 5 loss to London, it's at a 1.0 versus Optic Chicago and a 1.68 versus Seattle Surge. He has been a key part of this roster. I mean, obviously, all four of them are, but Mac has really gotten comfortable in that flex role and take advantage of the newer roster in Search and Destroy. I know that they've only played 6 maps, but this new LA Thieves lineup has not played any in an official match. So you have to use that experience to your advantage. Both teams are at 3-3 in Search and Destroy. And with how tight this matchup could be, the S&D is probably going to be the difference.
Yeah, and that's where you might be the most different without TJ. Not that he's been dominating in Search maybe like he was at the beginning of the year, but obviously he's a playmaker and has kind of a unique play style at times. But let's go to the keys to victory now. For LA, Joe, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, well, you talked about TJ's S&D. It wasn't great throughout Stage 3. Neither was his hard point. That's why they brought Hook in. He's got to improve the SMG slaying ability. We're going to watch that. He's going to bring it. Control could be the difference maker in this match for the LA Thieves. They are 3-1. The subliners 1-3. Kenny and Draza need to match Hydra and Clayster's output in the respawns. It has come down to those two ARs, and they've been a blast to watch. Just so much playmaking ability coming from those two. But we just saw it, 7-0 from NYSL. They're really going to have to bring it in 1, 3, and 4.
I'm excited for it, and I guess, you know, we're close with Eric, Mud Dog, the GM, and some of the people on the 100 Thieves side. Have you heard anything coming out of scrims and stuff? Just how these guys have been looking?
Not like too much. Yeah, no, not too much. I know the first couple of days we got some updates, and we, you know, Hook was obviously playing really well, but yeah, nothing recently. But just looking at these maps and modes, I mean, the only thing that may stand out from a record standpoint is Raid and Hardpoint. Map 4, it's 1-6 for LA Thieves, 3-1 for NYSL, and that's an LA Thieves map pick. But obviously, it's a little bit different now. You have Hook on the roster. But the way these vetoes went down, and you see that control, there's no checkmate control. That was what NYSL wanted to avoid. Checkmate has really been a home for the Los Angeles Thieves with this new roster. So you're going to that Raid in Game 3.
And it's important as the hard points are, as you mentioned, the 7-0 for NYSL. This will be for 8 straight. But on the other side, Thieves, they've won 3 in a row, so they're going for their 4th straight. So both teams seem to be in form in hard point, but obviously the first official map with Hook on the roster. Let's kick it off on Garrison. And well, you showed the stats for Hydra and Clay. Well, they couldn't be 2 more different players from a position standpoint, an age standpoint. What, Clay, happy birthday, by the way, a little belated. Well, yesterday, his 29th, was it? I think he's actually like 34.
29?
Yeah, he's going to stay 29 forever, probably. Just lie.
No, I think it'd be, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, just own it.
No,
Just be the first 30-year-old to win a championship.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Well, greeted by Nate Harris-Draza. Will drop early in it. Now to Mac in the Surge series we commentated. He was absurd. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Every map, every mode. Excited to see what he's going to bring, but I think a lot of my eyes are just on the newcomers. Hydra, Hook, fun to watch. Excited to see what they're going to bring.
Yeah, NYSL trying to get aggressive off that first set of kills and trying to flip those spawns. But LA Thieves, they match, and now you have some more matching. There's going to be the 3 dead. You see Draza, he's going to play it safe for that second hill, but this is what they were trying to do off that break. Just get that mid-map control, try to push on through, and Asim has done that. It looks like he was just spotted, so 2 of his teammates go down. Hook's going to find him, but Mac is all the way in the back. I think he gets this spawn. He's a little bit blessed right now. So LA Thieves going to have to focus on trying to find Mac. Middle of the map, Kenny does get taken down. So basically a war on two fronts.
Now to our game field featured player, Hoop. First look on this Thieves roster. What kind of difference maker can he be? Off to a 3-2 start. Next hard point up. Now he'll have to surge on forward. First will fall. And then he finds himself in between the rest of the team. No one to the point for now.
Yeah, back spawns the way of NYSL. Mac with two kills that will open up that hill so you finally start to earn some time. This is great for NYSL. They didn't have the good side spawns. LA Thieves gonna throw one last push at this Venom. Able to win that gunfight. He's gonna win the scrap time, but this is important because this spawns NYSL all the way towards that left side of the map. They're gonna have to decide now. It looks like they're gonna put some pressure on the hill. Just get the rest of this time. And maybe with those kills, all of Thieves may spawn out, and that's what's going to happen. A great response. Now, Hook, he is flying. He's trying to hide. Subliner's going to try and hunt him down.
Well, thankfully, he's so deep. 2 players will spawn out with him. I think the only person that really spawns out that side, I believe, was Kenny. So he had some players here, but as soon as they pop,
Hook's holding them, man, or he's trying to at least.
Forward. It's a bit of a mix, bit of a mess to try and fight for this point. Back over to Hook, pistol out, 8 and 4, double positive, 4 in a row. Looking to make
Hook said, yeah, I'll hold my beer.
Already has at this point. I mean, his ability to stay alive, make sure a couple spawn on him, but then his spawn awareness. He knows that opened on up, and it is just a fight for spawn to end this hill. A little bit crazier than what we normally see on this hill is NYSL, that map pressure that they were able to earn off this second hill lets them fight for the time and get that lead.
Yeah, it just feels like everything's been kind of split to some capacity so far. We'll see if we can get the big lockdown early, but Hydra from up top trying to continue his dominance in hardpoint. He has just been sensational alongside Clay. Out of our 4th hardpoint. Clay looking for the openers mid-map. Nice pick out of the point. Rally back towards Catwalk. 2 will fall. As Hydra gets into the mix as well, but again, just no one really able to get like a clean setup early in a hardpoint.
Well, I mean, I think it's 2 or 3 times now throughout this map where LA Thieves are getting into their setup and a player just kind of sneaks on through and then diverts the team's attention, and they have to focus on that player. And that's when things can get very scrappy, and that's really what this map has been.
Is that just part of, you think, having a new team to some capacity?
No,
like,
I think it's going to be definitely a 3-0.
Through, you had the spawn that comes in on that second hill they didn't think was going to happen.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, a bit unlucky.
If they can win this map, I think it's a 3-0.
Recognize the situation they're in. They're the ones breaking that setup.
Because this is one of New York's strongest maps.
It's just funny because I feel like sometimes you've gone
Raid is a good map for New York as well, but
that's not going to be the case here at all. It's just 0 separation between these 2 squads.
I've got 75 to 75.
Now POV, how good has he been? And pretty efficient trading, really, from both teams. No one's really been able
Kenny's
to
on 5 spree right now.
Probably the most, at least I think I've seen so far.
Or Kenny was just on a 5, yeah. It was just on a 5.
Is it a seam or a SOM?
Kill to stop that streak. And yeah, it's just sort of a battle.
A lot of people say a SOM.
Just like Hook is. Right now for LA Thieves, you can see Max trying to hunt him down inside of the vent room. It's a good chunk of time, though, for NYSL. But in the middle of the map, that was Hook inside a vent. He was able to find the kill. Team, did they get the position? And now they can use that map control, turn it into time.
Yeah, this is that F10, right?
And now they're just spawn killing them.
Set up deep, and this is not going to be fun for Thieves. Beautifully set up here from NYSL. How quickly can they get out of it? As they get stuck back there for a solid 20-30 seconds, and now you see the biggest separation in the game. NYSL charging out in front.
As I said, man, this is one of New York's strongest maps, so it's hard to be able to take them off of it when they play so well on this map.
Take this any day. Clay set up inside the point, soaking up time, just looking for the.
You said it was Miami's second map.
Players here in front.
And they're trying to contest.
I don't know how I feel about that
map. You decide what
no
you want to do. Do you fight for this 30 seconds? You also have Hydra, who's at this second hill with a seam. Right, top green, it just sort of forces your hand, and it's been a bit of a split here from LA Thieves, not focusing on a single objective.
Maybe they've gotten a lot of practice in lately.
They are going to fight for the rotation, but the rest of the time, going to go to the subliners. Great job out of them. Now this is going to be a huge lead, almost up to 100 points. They get the rest of this scrap time. They will.
Max on
This
a
has to be a
5.
very good hold here from Los Angeles Thieves.
Well, what's the second half of fifth and all of first, just perfect from
What are you talking
NYSL.
about?
And that's why you have this huge margin. I saw Mac was on a killing spree. I'm not sure if he's still working on that. He is. So 6 in a row right now for
Yeah,
Mac. 18
they're,
and 10.
you're a
He
little
continues to
off there.
outplay. There's going to be an artillery.
Mac just got full streaks.
Can he get the position or use
Or not
the
full
teammate
streaks,
here
but
to
he's
make sure
about
he gets
to
the
if he
second
gets this
streak?
kill.
There it is.
He just
Final
got full
bullet
streaks.
through,
Yeah, it's
8
over.
in a row. The Mac attack. Oh, Big Mac lighting up the map. And NYSL as a whole just taking over at the midpoint of this game.
Yeah, it was just so back and forth. 10 points. It felt like no one could get that lead. But NYSL, now you have the streaks. I don't know the last time Los Angeles Thieves have even gotten a point on the board.
Well, it's
But all of
probably
them just the second half of the game.
yeah, it's about 120 points to 10, I think, over this recent stretch. Just insane. Looking to get it to double digits. There it is.
Max on 10 in a row.
You saw the 10 spree in control the other day. It was so impressive. Mac doing his best to replicate it. What a sequence it was. And now if you get broken here, you have the streak to work with. Plays now on 5 in a row. Thieves are getting demolished now in the map 1.
Even if you break this hill, you still have the streaks on Mac as he continues to win gunfights. Just getting all that time. But you look at the top left. Everyone positive from NYSL. Just slaying the map, keeping LA
I'm glad I didn't
Thieves
bet then because I would have bet on Thieves.
pushed in positions that they don't want to be in. Hook's
But you
trying
said
to
that
do
it didn't
his
go
best
through.
at the front of the hill, but then Hydra switches to the Krig. All of them making plays. They're 30 seconds away from winning map 1.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it's
They
only like
might get a
$3.
100-point club here, an impressive result if they can do it. And they'll push out the hard-point win streak to 8 in a row. And what a difference Hydra has been. I know mostly this map, I feel like we've been highlighting Mac or Clay at times, but Hydra's having a map as well. Here comes in the first streak. That'll connect. Our Game Fuel featured player and Hoop just obliterated by the missile as it comes on in. Looking for the final stretch of points here to close it out. They get some nice kills around the hard point to surge on forward. Not happening yet. Still battling for that mid-control.
If your LA Thieves just try to extend this, you obviously don't want to get a 100-point club, but try to just do what you can, get those guns hot. You know, we've seen them after some times, after some tough games, and they would still have smiles and just focus on that map number 2. But to me, throughout this map 1, it's all about that first rotation. Because I felt like LA Thieves, they had a couple of chances, a couple of opportunities with some nice setups. You look at that second hill, you look at fourth hill. But NYSL just made it crazy. They made it chaotic. There was always one player making a play, and then NYSL finally got into their setup, and LA Thieves just couldn't get out of that trap. As the subliners will take map 1 in a dominant fashion.
100-point club dominance. 8 in a row now in hard point. It's a thing of beauty, and yeah, I know you're breaking it down a bit there, but yeah, so tight. And then what was the single biggest factor for you in the huge separation you saw in the back half of that game?
I mean, it was the setup at 5 and 1, and then you had to basically make a choice on that second hill throughout the second rotation of, do we go for scrap time? Do we just focus on that second hill and getting into a setup? And then when they finally do that, the spawns flip.
I kind of want to see the record first, and then I'll go from there on who I'm going to bet for second map.
Could have executed it a lot better, probably turned that into much more time, but they don't. Subliners, they take advantage of it.
I need to go back and look at it, but I swear, so many times this year when there has been a roster change, the team's first matchup is so hard. Like they play an Ultra, they play a FaZe, they play an NYSL who's in form. Like, welcome to Thieves, but Hoop comes into a tough one there. We'll see if they can get dialed back in. Probably feeling some pressure to perform in this first matchup, but going against 2 right now in rhythm in what top 2 hardpoint team.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the balance from the team. Everybody is going off for the subliners. Mac again, 27 and 15 in that flex role in that second Krig. He's just been an absolute monster. You needed a response out of Kenny and Draza. Maybe one of the worst hardpoint games we've seen from Draza since he's joined this lineup. But that's what's going to happen when you get 100-point club. Not gonna look pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah, that I feel like most of the time we watch a cast of them, like even in losses, like Kinney's had a big game, Draws has popped off. Somebody's got the numbers at least, but not the case there. They just get demolished. It is all smiles in the NYSL camp as they fly, they fry, and just dominate map 1. We've got Search and Destroy coming up next after the quick break.
So the subliners are actually plus 105 and the thieves are minus 135. So something tells me that they have the No, but I'm talking about for map 2. I know that they picked Miami, but I'm guessing that I'm guessing the record's really good for them because no, for subliners are plus 105, thieves are minus 135 for map 2. I'll refresh my screen, but that's what I was showing just a second ago. Yeah, I lost mine too.
The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Welcome back.
Yeah, how good are subliners
We'll see
and
if
Express
these can answer, but
compared to Thief?
I do want to talk a little bit about Hook and TJ and why you think this change could be a good one. We know TJ has had some remarkable moments over the years, but I think the inconsistencies, especially in some of the big modes, has hurt this roster.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there was a lot of question marks around like why wasn't it Venom, why was it TJ? And these are just the stats that we're looking at in official matches, even further upon this, right? Like the coaches and manager, they have stats and scrims. There's a lot more in-depth conversation from our teams, but just in official matches, you can see the difference here. And yeah, I mean, this is what they were looking for. You didn't see it in that map, but they know that who can be a star.
Yeah, and you saw his face afterwards. I don't know how I would describe it. Just maybe a little bit shell-shocked with how that first map went, but I can imagine you have to be, even if maybe you downplayed it a little bit, like you got to be feeling some pressure. Like all eyes are on you. This 100 Thieves team has been winning a lot and looking so good. And a lot of times when a roster change happens, you're coming into a broken system or a team that is struggling. Not really the case here because you're that guy that's just got to be grabbed. The only thing I can think
I'm
of,
dropping 10 map 2 Thieves.
Brief review we did the other day that came to mind really quickly was that Rise Nation team years ago, off of that championship win, Slasher became available and they took him, Methods off an MVP.
Thieves is 3-3, New York's 2-3.
That doesn't happen all that often, but when you see a player like this available, feels like you don't.
I'm still going to stay with Thieves or 10.
That's just really what it was.
I also bet that it was going to be an over 4.5 for plus 165.
This year, what he's done.
And I bet a new parlay for correct score that if it makes the map 5, subliners win 3-2. And then I also added in that Mutineers would win 3-2 as well.
In terms of like pressure right away, at least you will start in that winner's bracket for our major. And another week of practice is a big difference. We know that.
Absolutely. But you nailed it. I mean, this is all about the one event at the end of the year for a lot of money. that is what this will be for. And the future of your franchise. If you think he's that guy, you think I'll be like Kenny and Hook. I mean, you can build around that for time to come. What did you say the other day? You're like, who wouldn't want to go play with that?
I mean, that's just sort of the discussion in pro sports. When you pick up a big free agent, players will go
Who
to
just
that
pieced Hydra?
game
Holy
because
crap.
they have a chance. They want the best chance to win. And that is the discussion around it. Maybe this team won't have a change in the future because of their success. But the fact is they do have to make a change. There's a lot of people that will raise their hand and say, yes, I would like to play with someone like Kenny Anu. Yep.
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute.
It's like, I'm a wide receiver. Do I want to go play with Aaron Rodgers? Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds great. But round starts to get maybe a little bit interesting as the team able to pick up one, but it was a 1 versus 4 and bomb planted. Now that is a tough gunfight there.
Hoop just said, get off my fucking bomb.
Who closes out the round, and Thieves, they get one on the board.
I mean, he opens up the round, too. Just playing a bit of an island by himself inside a garage. He opens this up. They transition from the beach side. They rotate the bomb back. They have the man advantage. Huge offensive start for the Los Angeles Thieves. Both teams this year, or throughout stage 3, 3-3 in search and destroy. They've both been great in the respawns, but you got to think, like, if there's, we always talk about it, make a roster change. What's that one game mode? There's so many little nuances, little things that other people like to do versus, you know, a newcomer like Hook. It is in that search and destroy. Do you think NYSL have that advantage here? They have not played Miami
then they
throughout
shouldn't have
stage
fucking
3.
scored the
It's
goal.
interesting because I
at,
think most of the improvements we thought would come
90 or allowed
the respawns early, but maybe he can be a difference
Chelsea
maker
to score
for
the
him.
goal
I
at
guess
92
with
minutes.
Empire struggles in search, like it just wasn't really on my mind, but we'll see. It's a hell of a round to start things off for sure.
Oh, shit,
He's had some
seriously?
insane moments in search this year, but they'll just be playing towards the B site, working in tandem with Draza. As Clay and company start to work for the opening, they've got numbers here. They've got a 3-on-2 as lurking mid-map will be Mac, but Draza through the van window puts down Clay.
It's a very aggressive defensive approach. Draza just kind of rotates up. He's not holding that back alley dumpster, and he's able to take down 2. Uka, they put some shots in, but Hydra with a response clean. On to Draza, the flank is in from Venom, and he connects. The first one didn't hit, but it's all down to Mac.
Disgusting.
Oh, it got a little bit
Sexy-ass
messy. It's a
beats.
chest bump at the doorway. Mac clutch, 15 seconds to go. 1 versus 2. Not able to do it, trying to track down Bomb. Thieves get back-to-back round wins.
It'd definitely be interesting, but
Yeah, I
like
mean,
Venom's
that's
got
all Draza
that
on the
young,
site.
like just fucking reaction time.
Doesn't want to leave Hook alone.
I just don't see
What
that from
happens
TJ.
sometimes
I see more
in
of
that
the
B-side
hey, I
is
play a lot of
that
surge, but
player
I also
back
go on a lot
alley,
of
like, there's
crazy
a very
flanks,
quick
and
trade on the player
you know people
stairs.
don't expect it.
And
I
then
do
it's all
type
down to
like
that
he
player
does that
back alley.
weird shit.
If there's not a
It
trophy
works,
down-
but it also is kind of weird.
If he goes down from a nade, bomb site's wide open. Those two players
Oh,
simply have to
absolutely,
rotate from A and
absolutely.
from B. The offense has all the advantage, but Draza, he gets right next to Hook. Hook has his top balcony. He takes the gunfight's a nice challenge. Now that 2-0 lead.
Quick shout out. Simply Rewind. I saw he shot me a tweet. He said, "Don't forget about Cole. They replace Play with Karma after winning an event." It's another one comes to mind. There haven't been many over the years where you're dropping a top talent like that.
No, not many at all. But into this round, Venom's going to get first blooded. It reminds you a little bit of what we saw in round 1. The Hook was the opener.
Wow, Seam just pieced Hook.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
That gun is strong. Seam with some beams
Fucking
across the
AKC
map.
for you, man.
What's
Needs to
that
be
74 you?
nerfed.
I'm still here. Kenny will fall. Now Draza 1 versus 4. As NYSL in a good spot to get their first round victory, but Draza has found a bit of an opening to at least take down 1. Still a ton of work to do with little time to do it in. Bomb across the map. Not even sure what your plan of attack can be here. Just die and get to the next round.
Yeah, but that's the advantage of winning that first round offense. You still have the 2-1 advantage. You're back on a D. Force NYSL to win an offensive round. A lot of the times is the difference to make your on Miami S&D. We'll see what they do this time.
All right, so gonna mix it up.
You ever notice that the
Or is
time
that
to
this
kill in competitive for Modern Warfare and Cold War is unbelievably stupid fast?
Again, a 2-2 defensive
But then if you
split
go back to
for
like Black
Thieves,
Ops 4, it actually seemed a
obviously
little
it
bit
can
more
work out,
legit.
but also potential to just be swarmed here with massive numbers. And that might be NYSL knowing it was a 2-2 split last time. They're saying, let's 4-man hit this. Take site control. What you can't do is get the first Player to drop. Venom left alone. Can he get the second? The pre-fire not going to work.
Come on,
Asim will
Venom.
take him down.
You're supposed to win
It'll
that
be a
fight.
2 versus 2, but that's the issue when you have big numbers. I think you feel okay if you're Thieves and
He
you
should
go
have
2
just
for 2
like
there.
he should have backed up.
Well, I think you would love if Venom's able to find that
Bro, look
second
at
kill
Hook,
before
though.
it's being planted. But Hook is quick on this rotation. Look at Clay though in this position. Clay, that is an off angle and a half as he's able to take down Hook on the play. They knew that Draza was going to rotate on over. Not going to over challenge. The stun does not connect. Now he's going to back on up. Draza's the one that has to make it a play out of this situation.
Dude, Hook there, where did he go? Where did he go? Just
Only
goes
if
out
Hook
looking
would have
around,
seen Clay.
Just on the
But that
balcony,
was a
brilliant.
really odd angle from Clay.
There from Clay.
I'm surprised that actually worked.
And Venom, yeah, nearly.
If Venom could have gotten a
the
seam, man,
actual
they would have
best
been
play if
fine.
He gets another player, but just couldn't quite finish off the seam.
Yeah,
That's
if he's able to get a third one there, that's the round. It's a big one, Maven. Instead, it's Asim who forces a 2v2 on offense. The bomb's down. They knew that they were in that 2-2 split. Right when you have 2 players playing B, what do they usually do? They try to take driveway, get an angle on the bomb, but he was so quick with that plant.
We'll see if there's any change on the Thieves front in the next defensive round. But what, 2 straight rounds for Thieves answered quickly by subliners. Asim now at the 5 and 3. He's just trying to pepper Venom every gunfight we're seeing, just long range, Krig in hand. And Hydra, you know, he was really struggling in search early, but then the next match we commentated, he had a fantastic search. We'll see if that continues to improve.
Oh, God, Draza, okay. Jesus.
Is in. Kenny's locking this down. And watch number 6. That's Hook. He loves to play this lurk role. We saw it all the time from Empire, but he does get taken down. Mac is all the way in the back of his spawn in the 2v3. Bomb is planted.
We'll see if that death from Hook ends up costing them. I mean, they're in a 4 versus 2. They've got massive numbers. Now it's kind of a 2-on-2 on the site. Kenny is scared to cross, but
Draza with the ace.
Draza, doing it all on the map, all 4 drop, just beams from the young man. Woo.
Jesus, nice shots, Draza.
They just sort of took mid-map away, right? You saw Hydra in that position, just taking the angles down. Then Kenny was able to work on up. But it's Draza on the beach.
Yeah.
To open up that A bomb site, slowly working the map, right? And they're getting into their default positions, picking them apart. That was the ace. And again, the offensive round, the difference maker is we have some early mid-map aggression out of Hook. He is by himself. Never mind, he's got some help from up top.
Hook just got 2.
Yeah, it looks like it for a second, but then just a beautiful pinch there.
Max down, Clay's by himself. Clay's just got paced.
From a Draza ace to a 22nd
Clay goes to the same
round.
balcony every round.
So quick there from Thieves.
Did you bet on Thieves to win?
Yeah, I don't even think Draza helped him out.
Oh, did he
He's
go
just
through?
there, but you have the shots that come in from the middle of the map, and he's looking over him.
I wondered how they
Hook
changed it
opens
up defensively. Yeah, they got a bit more aggressive with it, didn't they?
Yeah, everyone was just taking it to him.
Huge round now for YSL, but look at this from Thieves. You've got one playing real deep in Kenny, one keeping him honest towards B, and then the bomb is just deep each side.
Well, this is how this has been what they've done every single round. If Hook gets a kill, they're going to rotate it back. If Draza, I would say, if Draza or Kenny gets a kill, they're going to start working up the A site. And this is really how they've played it. It's just sort of an information game. What do they see? And this might work out perfect for Kenny or horribly. Did they hear that slide? You have Mac and Hydra working up driveway. And it's a 2-2 split, so you have like a 3v2 on either side for NYSL.
Bro, the fact that they literally just ran past each other.
They don't
Kenny,
see anything. So
Draza, and fucking Mac. Literally all in the same vicinity,
on.
but they didn't even know it.
Both teams just trying to figure out where the heck is everyone.
Yeah, it's an information
Kenny
game.
Like, we don't see anything.
Yeah, an information
B's
game.
open.
Not a lot of information.
Yeah, none.
Here they come. Kenny's going to end up dropping. 3 versus 3. There's just no time to go with. That's a massive kill off the bomb. Venom will drop. He's going to have to try and just stick the plant. The Draza will hop onto it. Plant going down. Asim is still here. NYSL. They close it out. It's just the calm before the storm. Silence, then eruption.
Bro, 100 Thieves is going to go back and look at that game footage. And Kenny's going to be like, bro, I ran past 2 of them.
What a weird round. I mean, that's just all due to the timing. That
To
Kenny
me, though,
tried,
too,
because the
who
two
shouldn't have
players
been at
that were playing
fucking
the B
A
site
the
from the
entire time?
NYSL, they get
Just
aggressive
staring at the
driveway side, but then
same
they don't
fucking
see
area.
anything, so they're like, all right, maybe
If
we're
nobody's
gonna catch the
there,
bomb
or
wrapping
not
back from
A, B, if nobody's
Group B,
there in the
they
areas
wait
that he's
that out
looking
for
at,
another
move.
5 to
You
10
know then
seconds.
they're not there. Let's
You need
go.
to
Go to
pick
the
on
A.
Kenny, because he's like, well, you know, there's 30 seconds left. Draza has the bomb. Him and Venom that are working the beach side. They can't get it across the B. They don't want to take that risk. A lot of things went wrong for LA Thieves in that round.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
Yeah, really
that's for
bad
sure.
timing in
Asim,
all
the one that
honesty.
gets the final laugh. He'll end up on 3 in a row out of that.
Just really shitty timing.
Now you're back to this 2-2 split, but you see number 8, Venom, playing a little bit more aggressive from the ship. Not as deep as he once did.
No, don't look
And
at
while
that
this hook
fucking
peaks,
hoop.
He is greeted.
Why
That
are
flurry
you
of bullets down
all the
goes
way? You're
to numbers
defending,
NYSL.
dumbass.
Let's increase those numbers as play finds the opening.
Like I don't get that.
Damage for
Why
Venom,
are
but
you looking at
can't
that?
actually locate any of the kills, and well, B's basically wide open. Is
Yeah, they
in
just
such a
oh
tough
yeah,
spot
it's
in his map
over.
as he falls. They know
Gonna
Venom's
be
position.
4-4 in a second.
Good luck, young
All
man.
of it because of the fact that Hook wants to
And as you
go.
said, it's like a 2-2
I guess
split,
that's the
but
one
Venom
thing
gets
that
to
Dallas
that,
had
though.
problems
He has
with was
the
like
crawl. Like,
Hook
he
just
can
gets
help them out
way too
inside of
overly
lobby.
aggressive.
But Hook peeks. He gets taken down. That forces movement from Kenny, right? He's like, okay, I gotta go help my teammate now who's stuck at that B site. Clay set up middle of the map on the truck, and you saw him just pre-aiming it. He had an idea of where Kenny was playing that from. A very good job there. You're just hoping that Hook can play, you know, just shoulder that. You don't want him to get caught.
Yeah, it feels like he's sort of that TJ role in the sense of he's like getting the first blood and making an immediate impact or dropping early in a round. Asim, 2 in that, now 5 in a row, inching closer to these streaks. This will be posted up each side yet again, but
And look at the way they're
Little dip
working
in the
middle of the
sand.
map. This is exactly what they did last time. Now, I just don't know. Did Asim spot them? I don't think he did. So Hook, he's all the way in the base. Hello, Mac, that's a freebie. Hydra's at the wall hop up. Both of these teams are probably so confused in the timings that are happening mid-map. But it has worked out this round, you would think, for LA Thieves. Venom with the bomb, he's going to start planting it here.
there's the peak, but there's 2 there.
Hook is always getting double
Now a
teamed.
3-on-3 retake.
Every time I think I've seen that man die, is
Or
he's getting
NYSL,
shot
if you're
from
Hook,
fucking
you just
2 different
love.
directions.
You get one of those before you drop, but he just gets incinerated.
Pretty much, yeah.
Here they come. Big win for Hydra. Numbers, NYSL, can they pull off the 3 versus 4? 13 seconds to go. Raza still got the angle, ready and waiting. The pistol hits, 1 player left in Clayster. Trying to stick it, not going to happen.
They got
And
him.
Draza from that all-familiar position, the one with the angle to make the
Dude,
play.
this fucking
And he gets
surge
it
is
done.
starting to stress me out.
Yeah, you know, it gets scary when Hydra's able to find a kill on the Venom, but this spot here, and Hydra
right.
just plays his timing. He knew. I mean, they just didn't have a lot of time. NYSL. They
I saw that
kill, I
too,
think there's
but
30
I
seconds
want to
left
see
on
the
bomb.
record
They have an
because
idea
if
of
the
the
record's
setup that
about
they've
the
gone
same,
into.
I mean, it could go either way.
Draza, he takes his time. Even if Kenny dies in the lot, I still think he wins that just due to the time.
It's one of those
Fucking
spots where a
Venom's
smoke
3 and
grenade would be
5,
handy.
Jesus.
Just to smoke off that angle. and
Oh,
try
there's
and flood
3 of
towards
them
it,
going
but
B. What's up?
Not going to be an option there. 5-4 Thieves.
Why?
That's 3 offensive round wins from them. It's a lot on Miami S&D.
Oh, bro, wait, hold on. Then I need to put
NYSL can
money
pick up another
into
one,
it.
force around 11. Low round here. Luke able to spot 1, and Draza's in a bit of a different setup here. He's inside hot piano. There's nobody back alley. Yeah, Venom just watching middle of the map. Placer thinking about lurking his way on up.
It
To
might
see if
actually
he can
finally
find
hit a full dollar.
That's going to be the first engagement, but it's Venom able to find the first blood.
They're going to start to send this. He's got a 2-on-2 here. Raza tagged up. He's got a bit of help. Just nades back and forth. Trophies out from either team too, just trying to avoid all the utility as best they can. Hook, dude, I'm telling you, it's either first kill or first death. It feels like every round. He gets 1, but then it's 2, make it 3 immediately for NYSL. Kenny, last one looming. Mac has got eyes. The call is in.
You have to pay taxes with fucking Ameritrade
should be
too.
there. NYSL, they'll take
Till
the
round 11, dude.
Tie
I'm
us up at
fucking gonna have a heart
5-5.
attack.
To round 11 we go on the year. NYSL 4-3 in round 11s. Thieves.
Yeah, Ameritrade, you had to pay taxes too, and so I had to pay,
This is ridiculous.
no, I don't think I had to
So
pay that many
all
taxes,
going on
so,
inside the lobby.
yeah, I
He
just took it out of
finds
the
his way
return that
inside
I
of
got,
Peach.
and so,
Kenny and
I still,
Venom, they
I think it was like,
reposition. He's able to get
I
behind
made
both of
like
them.
fucking $600 or
And I
something,
mean,
so they took out
that
like
play in the
200.
middle of the map was a little scary because Kenny's trying to get the kill on the bomb.
I'm sure.
The bomb player. So that player's trying to cross.
All of them are going
And
B, so
Kenny's
literally
just
stop
waiting,
doing the
like, when's Mac
2v2
going to
bullshit
challenge
split
Kenny?
and just
Chance
go
to close
B,
that out,
dude. Oh my god.
Man, what a play out of Mac. I mean, he was 1-6 before that round. Able to get all 3 there.
The round 11 we go. Ook between
Hook,
the flurry
stop
of
being
players.
aggressive like an idiot.
Taking damage from trophies. The big is in. The first blood is there. Can he stay up? Damage for everybody. Finally will drop.
Somebody help this man out. This man is dying.
Now it slows down to a 3 versus 3. Everybody here outside.
Of course, Venom's
Venom
all the
still
way
on
in
the offside.
East
So you've
Africa.
got that 3-on-2 if you're subliners. But Kenny right on the other side of the wall.
Plays Blaze
knows
if he
he's there.
fucking shoots
Kenny
into
knows
the
he's
wall. I'm
there.
gonna lose my mind.
We're to get the bomb plant now. Kenny tries to get over the wall, but quickly sent back. Bomb plant in.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, they're not fucking... Dude, this man pisses me off every
Where
time.
we saw Draza make the play on the site. All the pressure on Thieves to find this opening.
Yeah,
on Clay
plays
to
in
hit
the fucking
shots and
spot
hit
of the
shots.
century.
He does. So difficult to take him out of this spot. Now Hydra through on the pinch.
Wait, Venom's
It's all
fucking
on Venom.
got a
1
nasty
versus
little
2.
spot going. Yeah, it's a 1v2. It's over.
There's not enough time. You would think they're able to get Clay out of there. He's able to take that down, but Asim, he's too smart. He's just going to wait till 7.5. He is going to check it. And NYSL, they clutch up in around 11. This is him getting fired.
Bro, you see Asim right now?
He's
Yeah,
going
don't break your
crazy. I
headphones.
love it. That energy that we've been seeing from these guys. But a huge play, and the play call is let's just go aggressive towards B. Hook has gotten caught out a couple of times. He's able to find one. They forced the 3v3, and yeah, Clay does a really good job of finding a nice timing. He gets to that van. He backs down Draza from the dumpster. Kenny can't hop the wall. When Kenny can't hop the wall, the bomb is open, and they just get away.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you'll take that 1-for-1 if you're on the attack. It just spreads the defense thin, right? And Venom's still on the other side. Kenny in such a tough position to try and actually help. And then you saw how difficult it is in a couple different rounds.
It just didn't
to pick
help that
player
Asim
off
went
where Clay
14-7.
was. It was like about 2 or 3 players trying to get shots into him, but it's just peekaboo over and over again. Gets a big one, but look at the map from Asim. 14-7. A bomb in the map too, in a 2-0 edge for NYSL.
What you have? 9 first bloods for LA Thieves there. 9-2 in the first blood category. Some of those probably quickly traded. But you think about what? They had 3 offensive round wins. You have 9 first bloods. The round that sticks out to me is really that round 10. That round 10, the plays by Mac to keep them in it. What a play it is.
Yeah, let's check out our U.S. Army tactical play from the round you're talking about. But yeah, I'd be curious to know how many of those first bloods were clean, because it feels like a large majority were quick kills on the other side.
Yeah, so Venom gets it. This kind of forces Asim and Hydra to think they have to make a play B-side. And as soon as these gunfights go down, watch numbers 5 and 8. That's Kenny and Venom. They're going to reposition here in a second. They're still thinking Mac might be pushing on up or trying to make a play. But they get some bad timing. So Kenny rotates over. Venom repositions. He gets caught. So with 20 seconds left and Draza going down, in a 2v2, he's like, rotate to me. I have the sight. Hook is able to find that angle. Or sorry, Mac's able to find the angle onto Hook. And now Kenny's hoping he can get see him as he's crossing and then just try to play his life. There were just so many gunfights all over the map. It was chaos at times, but it's Mac with that triple.
They're winning it in different ways. What a blowout map one, a gritty round 11 in the search and destroy. Thieves in trouble. Down 0-2. They'll try to bring it back up next in the control. We'll be right back.
They say I've been lucky, but ambition is not luck. It's a choice. My name is Caesar Skies Bueno, and I chose to invest in my game.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands, where every soul has its place.
Beyond the veil lies darkness, where every soul has its place. World of Warcraft, Shadowlands, Brave the Beyond, available now.
Legs, man.
Brian, you know what I'm doing right now? I know you know what I'm doing right now. You can hear it.
Download free now.
All right, depending on what the record is for this next one, if the record's pretty good for New York, I'm gonna go New York. But if I'm gonna bet New York and then bet the 3-0. But if New York, their record is okay, but LA has a better record, then I'm going LA, and I'm still gonna do the 3-2 for New York map 5.
We offer insurance that's made for the military community.
Because LA's had some pretty damn good reverse sweeps, but so has New York.
NYSL up 2-0, a riveting close to that search and destroy as they get the dub in the round 11. Let's talk a little bit about this NYSL team. It's been awesome to watch them with Hydra on the squad. Some improvements in search, lights out in hardpoint, but control is where we want to see them maybe make some improvements.
Yeah, control is that one game mode where, even in looking at stage 2 compared to their stage 1, where they can make a lot of improvements. They were trying to find it. 1 and 3 in that game mode, and we're going to raid where they haven't really played it. The only win that they have on this map in this stage is on checkmate, but again, that's where LA Thieves has just been so darn comfortable, so they're going to veto that out. And now we end up at raid, so they're just trying to find what's working for them, and they get this game 3 under control. But that was one of the keys to victory for the LA Thieves. This is an opening in this mode.
You got to think they're feeling good considering how the series is going. Dominance, showing the clutch factor as well, and yeah, I mean Hook in the search to destroy. Yeah, a ton of first bloods, ton of early action. But as we talked about, and I have to go back and look through it to see exactly what the difference was as far as like how many were actually clean first bloods. It feels like anytime he got them, it wasn't clean. Like he was in the mix, except maybe when he got that double inside a lobby. That was like the only one I really think of. Otherwise, he was kind of the point man in the mix more often than not. It was NYSL making the plays.
There were definitely some deaths that he had that he overstepped a couple of times. You know, kind of got caught when I don't think he needed to. But they'll go back, watch that VOD. you know, fix those mistakes. Yeah,
Let's
the
see.
fact
All right,
that they won
odds.
3 offensive rounds, I think, is a big one. It's just, what do we have to do a little bit differently?
LA
defense
Thieves have a better odds, so I'm
in
going
our,
with them.
adjustments. But here now, Ready Control, LA Thieves. 5-5 on this map throughout the year. NYSL 3-5. We're gonna start with NYSL.
God damn, man,
on
I
that
can't
defense.
bet. They're quick about that shit.
You know, last time we watched what Thieves here was against.
It's like I want to see the odds, and then you literally get like maybe 10 seconds, and then if you're not fast enough, like you're not getting it.
Set up in garage, basically just killing everybody as they popped up. We'll see if he can have that same kind of effort here, but they'll start off on the offensive round of things and a little more of a standard push right to ring. Able to get a pick on the cross through pillars, and now just the seam inside of laundry. Venom able to push through and find that. So some early progress here at the A zone.
You do have Mac and Hydra working inside of Art, though. If they're able to get some kills, I think they're going to try and contest this. They will. Mac and Clayster able to take down the entire team. I think Clay off spawn takes down 3. So they get 2. Takes the progression at the zone, but a very nice job. And now you get into some power positions, you would think. So it sure is. 5 in a row for
Plays
Clay.
on 5.
Stays alive.
Jesus.
I don't think that second aid connected, or if it did, they weren't able to find a bullet into him. It does get taken down.
Yeah, he tries to get aggressive and catch him, but all 3 just kind of swarm out towards that driveway. He'll get caught, but you still have Hydra here in the entire roster, basically in front of him. He's got some help over the top, though. That's going to be Clay right back off spawn. Just trying to put in shots. Hydra, good job just kind of playing the bait, getting shots in, staying alive for so long. Finally, he falls, but it's the ARs. Back with 2, Clay with 2, back to spawn, go Thieves.
But in this whole time, the team's just sort of been waiting water side. When is it going to be my turn to go on that flank? Mac up to 6. Now through Art, there we go. The flank is able to connect. They have such a strong advantage now in the life category, up to 10.
Dude,
and he's going to make it 9. They've just been trapped.
It was 25-25.
Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't bet fucking Thieves this map. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
now it's not.
That's one way to put it. Just lights out from NYSL. What a series thus far. And they close it out in 3-0 fashion. Now, over to the other side, Hydra, ready and waiting. That's actually just his first 2 kills. His first 2 kills were right there because Mac and Clay were just chopping people up.
And this is the 3 off the start, off spawn. Clay comes off spawn. You were waiting for Mac
I
and
think
Hydra to hit
with
Art. They
Hook
do,
and everything,
he
it's just
times
they
this
got to
where
get the chemistry
He's gonna
right.
get 3 kills. Who's the last
They're
player
not.
alive? And then from
They
this
had
point,
what, like
they have
3 days,
complete
2 days of
control
practice,
the
3 days
map.
of practice.
Asim works up water side. He's
I
forcing
just think
the LA
they
Thieves
need
to spawn inside of gym.
They just need to
When
get
you
more
spawn,
practice
spawn
in
inside
to
of
get
gym,
that
you're thinking
chemistry.
it's art. Then you go out to ring. But the other 3 players from the subliners, they continuously lock that down. Then Asim goes on that flank. Just beautiful control out of the subliners. They're on defense as soon as they retake map control.
What do you know? A big multi-kill turns the tides of a control round. How many times have we seen it this year? The Thieves, you know, they're in trouble. You got a new player on the roster, and for the most part, you know, we've loved the comms we've heard from them, vibing out, having fun, sometimes even in losses, but these have been some painful ones. I'm curious what it sounds like now with Hoop in the mix. Let's go to an Astro listen-in with LA Thieves.
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to get you right.
Kitchen, where'd he go? Close right,
front kitchen, Mac. Mac hit once.
Max on another 5 streak. Man's about to double streaks.
Yeah, I'm looking at money.
Yeah, he's close streaks. Mac.
Yeah.
Three full stairs.
Yeah.
In the full stairs.
Yeah, get there, son.
Yeah, I'm getting there, son. Got one back on.
Nice,
That's one.
They
could be a kitchen, right?
Yeah.
On me.
Okay.
Hydra weak.
I'm looking at L.
He's L.
I
got
L.
Mac.
He's fine.
L Hydra.
Yeah, listen.
Hydra dead.
Close
B. I'm flicking it.
I'll go B.
Yeah, I'm hitting this. I'm top part. Yeah, I'm hitting there.
Oh, he's pillars.
Outer.
Pillars,
Close
white van on me.
Okay.
Mac. I got Hydra low bud.
Asim's in our kitchen.
White van on me.
In our kitchen.
Absolute white van.
I'm picking up kitchen.
Max going pillars. He might have streaks. Max going pillars.
I killed Mac.
Okay.
Go round the back, Asim.
I got two other side.
I hear you.
Max still mid somewhere, bros.
Hey, let's
I'm
go
gonna
kitchen.
I'm gonna take you.
Give me back laundry. Yeah, he's in the back of me.
Low pull. I two low pull.
I'm pushing
Coming down.
Top.
Then look at low play.
Clay, solo.
Come in.
Too low.
Ace absolutely.
They're both close right.
Both got low on me, bro.
I'm looking at it.
I'm holding Tiki.
Top play.
I'm looking at pillars. Clay's top one's low. You heard him.
Two ring.
One post rock. And one this two. I can help you mid. I can help you. I'm trying to help you. I hear you. I can be the I'm gonna get the cap.
A minute left to go. 3 life advantage. Make it 4 now for NYSL. What did you think through the comps, Joe?
I mean, I thought it was fine. To be honest, I think they just seemed a little bit frustrated because they're just getting pieced. I mean, Mac is just, he was on another 7 spree. There was a discussion there around, like, did he end up getting a streak? He does, actually. He has an artillery. He was 15-2 at one point. I thought the comp, yeah, they were fine. It's just like, you could just feel they were getting smoked, slaying-wise. Similar to what we saw in the second half of the hard point.
I feel like Mac got called out about 7 times.
It's like,
Mac saw one bullet and Mac
one shot.
over and
still
over
there.
and
He's
over
still
again.
there. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And that could happen. Yeah, you get a little flustered when you're getting just destroyed by Mac. The last couple times we've casted him, just how good has he been? But with how good he's been, can you hold out this round? You brought it back a bit in the lives department, that's for sure, but the close range battle, Kenny able to come out on top, and now speaking of streaks, he is on 5 at 12-9. They're just trying to hunt him down before they can build this push. Not going to happen, no time to do it with, and yeah, he'll take that 6-streak progression
Kenny's
into the next
6.
round, and I guess I feel pretty good if you're Thieves, you win that round, because it did not look good early.
No, I think you got 2 5 sprees, so Kenny's still on this from Kenny. He really slowed things down. I think you got another one out of Hook.
This is the sequence though.
Yeah, he's still
Matt,
there.
I'm bullet it back.
I got another one in him. It's like, whoo. I mean, dude, like he's beaming right now. But he had a couple of sprees throughout that round. I would say one thing. You talk about raid control. I mean, Hook has had some moments on this map, hasn't he? With his Dallas Empire stint throughout stages 1 and 2. So they have a playmaker on this map, someone who's very comfortable on it. But now can Kenny convert this spree into a streak of their own? They would love to have it. It looks like this is going to be a B hit. But then NYSL, they're ready for it. You have 2 players mid-stairs. You have 1 player back Tiki. There's Kenny with the 7.
Kenny's on streaks already.
Joe, I'm not sure if you're talking, but your mic cut out entirely for me. So if you're there, bud.
Yeah, I guess I can see that too.
There you are.
Okay.
I lost you for a second. I missed you terribly.
I was just saying that Kenny was able to get that 7 spree. So he's getting a streak of his own, and he's now fully streaked out.
Okay, we'll see. Streaks now on either end of it. Matt continues to try and hold, but the pressure here really just from Draza as they've got an intense one-on-one brewing. Draza able to take it. But quickly on the rotation, Hydra, they're in position to get the kill, but on to A. Go Thieves. They'll start to work the progression here at the point. They've got 2 players mid-courtyard as well. Someone's got to stay on it. There we go.
Well, you got this progress here. Just taking their time. They're using the life advantage. Clay, though, he's getting aggressive. Kind of what we saw. The shot.
Draza, I was about to say, man, you kind of need to hit a shot with that pistol.
Alive, and now you have those streaks. They've taken their time. Able to get that A point secured.
Now, next wave, nice little snapback from Kenny. Streak time. Here comes the cruise. 2 players drop, though, on Thieves at the same time. That bodes well for Subliners. 3 drop, everybody out of it, but Kenny, that streak will get absolutely nothing. But he's still here, and he gets 2. So the streak may be nothing, but the gun will hit.
Yeah, he streaked right into the fucking ceiling.
Like, you had the setup. You're just hoping that your player's inside a kitchen.
Oh, no, he got shut down.
Those kills as the missile's coming in.
I guess that's why he was thinking about using it. But
you still have a life advantage, but it's only a minute left, and they do have some good control towards the front of this point, but nobody on it quite yet. In the middle of the map, you have Hydra working with Clay as Clay's able to find 1. You know, you invested 1 streak. Do you want to do another one to try to win this offense?
Well, jeez. I don't know if you even need to use your streaks. The way it's hitting, but Clay answers back. Crisp shots from Kenny. Great play from Clay. Draza, some lovely movement there. Takes down Mac, but he is just pinned in a corner. The pistol, though, it's good enough. The headshot hits. So he'll still be in position. Under 30 seconds to go now. They've got one bit of progress.
Yeah, you saw that,
Clay
right?
is
That
still
was
in the
nasty.
window. Everybody's
Max got his
Thieves
streak,
surging
too.
forward.
Mac has his. Does he want to use the artillery to just try and close this
And he's
round out?
using
Does he
his.
respond with the artillery of his own? Yeah, it's activated on Mac now. So you're going to have another one come in. Are any of his going to connect? They're going to get on two.
They didn't hear it probably
The
because they
one
heard
streak
Kenny's.
that hits, it's from the subliner side. Mac now out to 24 and 12, but you still have
But
one more
look
chance.
though, look at the live count.
If you're Thieves, Raza will fall. The last player there is going to be Hook, just trying to contest
True,
until his
true.
teammates get here. He's been the part of some miracles on this map and mode. Can they do
2v2.
here?
You got to wait for Clay.
Clay gets caught. Hook reads it.
Oh
Hook
my
reads
God,
it,
they
gets the
won
kill.
that.
Clay gets another one on the site.
Thieves.
And with just 7 seconds on the clock, Thieves pull it off. And it's no. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Hook. Oh my God, Hook. I just saw that kill cam. My boy's
Maybe
frying.
that's why he's been a part of some crazy control rounds here, Joe.
Well, that was a crazy one. The whole map exploded there for a little bit.
Yeah, but I just don't
Just
know if
close
the
that one
Thieves
out.
are going to win that
Kenny, 23 and
Express. That's why I bet
Thank God
New
he has
York.
found form. You see, the rest of the guys still struggling.
Oh.
But now Sublime.
Oh, Clay just killed his own man.
Dead right off the start. I feel like people are getting melted in this lobby. Don't you feel that? I feel like people are just evaporating.
I don't know. It feels like we're in for like one of those like UFC or boxing matches where everyone just comes out there on haymakers. Like, who's gonna pass out first? Like, I don't know.
It might be
like,
me. I don't know.
Well, they're on A, but look at there's 3 of those white arrows pushing up through Zig, or at least 2 of them looking to hit. Can't quite snap onto it. It seemed ready and waiting.
Hook's trying to
Second bit of
spawn kill
progress
him.
is done. And they're trying so hard to get the kills in.
They're gonna go.
Venom
They're gonna go
finally able
again.
to do it. Now they're gonna send it, but spawning close right behind him is gonna be Asim. Can he get there in time? The player will get picked out of the point. Asim is still here. His feet are just getting annihilated right now by Venom. What a stretch this has been. 4 in a row for Venom. And now you get to milk a little bit of time instead of having an early A finish.
Yeah.
But this could be a lot of time because you have 2 players at B set up for LA Thieves. They knew that they were going to have to try and focus on this zone because of the positioning of Venom. They spawned them low water side, so NYSL, they're kind of stuck under apartment right now. And who is it? It's Straza and Kenny with both of the Kriegs with this cross. Now look at the positioning of LA Thieves. You have Venom all the way in the spawn. He's got Hook inside of Zig. Venom's on a 5 spree now. And it's similar to what we saw
Yeah, I
in
know,
round 1.
right? I
they
know,
retake
right?
that A, and then they just put them in this trap.
Oh, it reminds you of the round we're stopped through. Kenny went on that stretch, just under control.
Exactly.
Finally, subliners get out of it. And they'll surge forward towards the point, but with 24 seconds left, they've got to get something here. If they're going to see more time, but Venom wants no part of it. 6 in a row now for Venom. He is still
Oh, there's
on that
3
stretch.
of them on B though.
He's just taking fights.
Venom's got 1 bullet.
Doing it, but Hook, he's getting all the kills, headshots all around.
Venom had 1 bullet in his AK-74U.
Quite back down. Now they try to get over to A, but you've already got Draza here in position.
Oh, but
trying to make
Draza's
sure
by
they
himself
can't
at A
extend the
though.
clock.
8 seconds
That
left. They have to
gunfight might
hold
ensure
them, and
they
they're gonna give it up.
Yeah, they were going to send it. They were going to send it.
8
Venom
seconds
flew
left.
on
They
in.
were they could have
you
won
got a
it.
minute. 4 life advantage. Hook is still lurking, but Hydra's able to take him
Kenny's
down.
all the way in
Hook's
their
looking
spawn
inside the
again.
laundry. On the offensive spawn side, it was Kenny facing off against Clay. Clay's going to back on up, try to get with his team.
Oh, don't fall off the
Big
map, Kenny,
fight, though,
please.
in the defensive spawn. Asim and Hydra, they get pushed. Hook, though, I think a stun or a tactical connection. Who's out on top with the trades is going to be Mac. But you have a very close spawn. Clay now trying
10
to
to
work
8
with all his
lives.
shares.
10 to 7.
Oh, maybe
10 to
thought he found
6.
an opening, but Kenny. He's
I mean,
got
it was
the
literally
angle.
just back to back to back.
30 seconds to go. You've only got 2 respawns left. If you were NYSL,
Imagine.
I mean, this push really going to be everything, and you've got a little control mid, but unless you've got kitchen or apartment, not a lot
9
you
to
can
6.
do. Mac and Hydra, though,
8 to
finding
6.
openings. Clean kills, exactly what you need, but Hook trying
8
to
to
be
5.
the difference maker now. Hydra.
7 to 5.
Back down onto the point, go NYSL.
Oh, 7 to 4.
No respawns remaining.
Oh, they're both on it.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one
wait,
kill by
there's
Hook
3
and that
on
one
B.
from
You gotta
Kenny.
push it.
But it just staggers their push a little bit. There's only a couple of players.
Oh
here,
my
so
God, they're about to
they're
cap it.
flying. They're flying
Oh
now,
my
4
God,
versus
what?
2.
4v2, 4v2, and it's like half. Oh my God, they're gonna cap it. It's over.
clutch up again. What is this control?
Bro, what am I watching right
From
now?
NYSL to clutch up in the final seconds and push us to a
I'm pretty
round
sure 100
5.
Thieves has to attack though because of the slaughtering first round.
Just
Because I think they
hanging on the
tie
point,
in.
no
I
one
think they
there
tie in
to
tags.
contest from Thieves. A story of heroic
A lot of
offenses,
people
I
are
guess.
saying
Well,
TJ
what
for
is
Venom.
this?
Yeah, Abraham.
Just beautifully done by Seaman Hydra, right? I mean, 3 players fly on out. They trade. They're able to take down
Because
3.
Venom's 17 and
Just
18 right
keeping
now, or
somebody
17
on
and
that
28.
point. Reinforcements show up just in time.
No, we'll
The other
see.
players
God, I
off
hope so.
spawn for LA Thieves. They
I
just
hope
couldn't
Thieves
get
are
there.
actually going to put up a
And
fucking
as you
fight.
said, it's been
Jesus.
all offensive, crazy rounds. Now what can LA Thieves do in round 5?
Well, you got to imagine though, they've only had a couple
Oh,
of
boy.
fucking
Yeah, it didn't look good
days
at the
to
start,
actually
did it? I mean,
practice.
you
That's
do
the
have to
problem.
Push through all the way to back laundry, so that's great. But the rest of your team was
No,
fighting
Hydra
out a
got
garage.
pieced.
Now, what can Clay do?
But look at where
Looks
Venom's
like he
at
wants to
though.
work with his
Look
team.
where Venom's at.
Didn't want to overstay his welcome there at mid pillars. Just try to reposition.
I mean,
that
oh,
timing,
dude, the
unfortunate for
timing.
Venom, right as he gives up
Oh,
the
the timing, Venom.
Hydra.
That just sucks.
takes his head off. 3 though down. An opening now for Thieves to finish that aim
Yeah.
point. Now you worry about
TJ
the
for
transition, getting set up
Venom.
with your subliners because Thieves are coming up. They're coming fast.
They're going to get into this defensive
Problem
setup.
is
You
those
still have
Max
Mac, who's
all in
already
fucking
apartment
apartments
side.
right
Kenny
now.
knows that. Aware of his position. Hook. He
Oh,
just
nice
played
job,
that corner,
Hook.
so he's
Ooh.
going to check it.
I was thinking the same thing. Like,
Yeah, he just played that. He played that spot. There we go. That's going to be a sign to
Exactly. It's
go.
like, God, dude,
Individual
so
gunfights on all
annoying.
sides of the map. Kenny was able to take down Mac. Still have Draza inside a kitchen. Hook, though, I think he has some really bad timing on that cross. NYSL, they still have B-zone control.
Yeah, it's like he couldn't catch the one clean getting into kitchen. He couldn't trail him because he saw the guy spawn. Just maybe a little bit unfortunate. But now through water steps comes the next surge. And no one really finding any kind of separation in the lives department, but
They're on.
we still
They're
have
on B.
time. They're on 90 seconds. Nice win there
Oh
from
my
Hook,
God, Hook,
31
you're a
and 29
fucking
from
animal
him.
for channeling that.
Former teammate Clay there for the trade from Window.
Man's
And
got
nobody
like
really
a
owned down
fucking
clean, right?
six
I mean,
pack,
if
just
Clay dies in
strapped
that
to his
position,
nuts.
It's a 3
swear,
stack on the
man.
B. Might be the game.
Oh, Kenny, nice shots. Oh, they're getting on it.
Well, they had a reverse sweep that kind of got things going for this team at the beginning of the stage, trying to give themselves a chance for one more.
You gotta stay on the point.
Nobody on the
Fucking
objective,
weirdos.
and through comes
Nobody's on the point. What are you doing?
Play 3 for him.
Oh my God, dude! They would have had it They literally 2 ticks in. That's probably the game. Unless 100 Thieves can get 3 or 4 down. There's no shot. You guys are on the point, and all 4 of you get off of it.
And the other players from NYSL going into kitchen,
That's
but
so
he
sad.
takes L wall. Then he has Mac off a spawn with a Krig. So he got cut down. His position was lost.
That's
but
2
there we
down.
go. 2 gonna go
You
down.
gotta, I mean, you gotta push in. You got 30 seconds left. Like you can't be playing
Positioning
like
from a Seam
peekaboo.
and Hydra. The other 2 players just spun out. They're just trying to stay
I
alive
think
and
it's
stagger this
over.
push. 20
Oh my
seconds. They
God,
gotta go.
Draza. Watch what Draza just does.
9 versus 9. Asim still just finessing and Tiki and Clay. He'll stagger the push massively as he lines up 2.
Venom's still in
How
kitchen.
much more difficult is that going to make it to get on the
Yeah, I mean,
point? Someone's
it's
going to have
over,
to contest
honestly.
soon. The only one close is going to be Draza, and he's hit the 36 HP.
Problem is,
What a win
Draza's
that
really
is,
trying to
though.
stay alive, and
What
he
a win
can't.
that is to get on the point, delay it for his teammates to come
Oh, they're
surging
hauling
in.
ass on the
Now
point.
through
Oh my
elbow.
God.
2 flying over the top. Kenny there
Wait,
with
there's
the
no
angle.
lives
No
left for
respawns
New
remaining.
York.
5 versus 3 now for Thieves.
No, it's 5v3.
Max
It's
pull
2
off a
seconds
miracle.
left.
In from window. They'll cut him down.
What is happening? It's a 4v1. Oh my God, Thieves win. What the fuck did I just watch?
To stay alive in this best of 5, but what the hell was that?
Asim's
control?
pissed. Asim is pissed.
Yeah, that was a blast. That was a ton of fun right there. You got it. You got it all.
I have an idiots
The key
personality
there in
now.
that round 5 was Draza. You
Bro,
saw the one
what?
game when he went against Clay. He won one earlier.
It seems
in a
like
position
going
on
back
player
and
fast
forth.
before
My
he
man
did
is
a lot. He
stretching
was
in the camera
only
right now.
player that could contest in that position. He knew his importance. He took his time. He didn't.
Hook's
freak
got
out.
his hand on his
teammates
chest
won
like
their
I
match,
almost
so
had a
you
heart
have Venom
attack.
And Hook inside of kitchen. Kenny gets up to Tiki. Draza held that position down at the end of round 5. What a play from him.
I mean, he hit 36 HP, and if he dies, I think they lose. I don't
Clay,
know if anybody else
I'd be
gets to him.
trying to breathe too after the fucking
again.
heart attack round that was.
You'll see what we're talking about.
Watch number 7 this entire time, right? His teammates die. Venom gets
If Draza didn't stay alive here, it would have been over.
He just waits. He's very patient right now.
Honestly.
He knows, so he's able to take
If
down
Draza did not stay alive here, it would have been over.
I think he wins another one on the mat. No, okay, so he takes out a seam, then challenges out. Then he knows, I got to get on this. As that's happening, Kenny's there to help him out. In the middle of the kitchen is Venom and Hook, but it's on Draza. Draza gets those 2 openers all by his lonesome. They take him down, that map's over.
And it's weird because, like, maybe Clay's thinking Max got that angle, that cross, so he can't slide across and do that. I don't know. It just feels like Draza should not have been able to make that play, but he gets it. What looked like it might be a fast 3-0 is not the case. Thieves, stay up. We're headed to another hard point in our game field marquee match. Do not go anywhere.
Do not go anywhere.
Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands, where every soul has its place.
I gotta pee after seeing what the fuck just happened in that fucking 3rd map.
Lies darkness wherever
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
World of Warcraft, Shadowlands, Brave the Beyond, available now.
Welcome back to the Game Field Marquee match. I was worried this one was going to end too quickly because Game 2, it was a banger. Game 3 was insane. It was one of those kind of back and forth matches I didn't want to end as fast. I mean, outside of the map 1, it has been awesome stuff, and Thieves able to survive. They'll get us to another hard point. The only thing that's scary is Hydra right now. He is ranked 1st in hard point. I know it's versus small
I just
body
ranked
work compared to
1st
other
in hard
players.
point. Holy
But
shit.
it is 8 hard point victories in a row right now for NYSL, Joe.
It's also a very tough group, hardpoint group. You're talking about wins against Atlanta FaZe. You're talking about wins against Opti Chicago. Like, this is, it's not like it's not some of the best teams in the world. So, yeah, he's been a beast. You know, Clay is right behind him. I will say, though, the one thing, they have not played Raid. This is not a map that they have played in an official match as a team. So it's going to be the first time for that.
Oh, fucking New York has
Oh,
not played
that
Raid
makes things a
hardpoint
little bit
yet.
more interesting for sure. The map 1 did not bode well at all. I mean, we're gonna take a look at the stats, the numbers from it. You saw the scoreline 250 to 93.
Yeah, they just Mert just said it.
When you take a look at the overall
New York
build.
has not played this map
Everyone
yet.
positive from NYSL. Everyone right
I'm
at the
going
same
Thieves.
time. Hill time. It was a team win. That was dominant in the second half from NYSL.
That they're what? Oh.
I just wonder, and you could probably speak to the importance of this, but when you're playing on a new roster,
I'm
you feel
sticking
you have
with
something
it.
to prove
I'm
with
not
your
second
group.
guessing myself. I'm not doing
You
it.
know, games 1 and 2 aren't necessarily great. You don't have a great game.
Yeah, I'll
one.
put 10 on it.
Game
I've only got
2, you have
1650
the
on
first
it
ball,
anyway,
you
or
have
left.
Positions you shouldn't.
Might as well.
You think having a moment, like
Fucking
well, at the
send
end
it,
of the
y'all.
round 3, where he clutches up, gets play, snaps onto Hydra, like a moment like that to clutch up in a big-time game and a game fuel marquee match, like that's got to be huge for you, right?
Yeah, I just think for the team's confidence, not only himself, but yeah, that like, no, we can do this. We're going to another hard point. Yeah, can they keep it going? We're staying on raid. Yeah, I think for him just to 100%. It's momentum. And him and Kenny were when even in round 2 of that, when it was just looking like Mac was 15-2, you had big 5 sprees out of Kenny and Hoot. They slowed the game down. They got into their setups, and that's what they needed. They needed to get into that system. They needed a sort of breath of fresh air, and he was one of the players that provided that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Wait.
Stan, on raid.
Fucking Merc,
See if we
you're a
can get all the
line
way
ass
to
little
it.
whore.
Wild
Unless that
game
also
five conclusion,
includes
but
fucking
these will have to
control, but
stop
it said
one more
New York was
impressive hard point
3 and
streaks we've
1
had
on this
all
map,
year long.
and fucking Thieves were 1 and 6. But then Merc was like, yeah, but they've never played this map
does it come down to
actually
for you on this
competitively
map?
yet.
Thieves the
I'm
one
like,
way
or
to win.
officially, and I'm like, what? You little fucking liar!
I mean, compared to, well, okay, well, I don't know what that nade was. Someone hit the wrong button. I mean, compared to map 1, I mean, you definitely look at Kenny and Draza.
Kenny with the first blood.
In that AR, is you talk about raid. But it's rotations. That's what really is raid hardpoint. But a nice start from LA Thieves.
Who said, get the fuck
again,
off
they're
me.
1 and 6 on this mode. They're 0-2 in stage 3 on raid hardpoint. But I remember talking to Cap. This is one of those modes where I think in scrims, they are very good at it. But it looks like we're going to have a bit of a restart here.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Maybe someone's
What else,
controller pro, because yes, some
I don't
kind of
know.
nabing off at the start of that. But not much to take away from it. Not sure what the issue is, but we'll have clarification from League Ops as soon as we can. But again, I do like to see Kenny laughing, smiling. Not much you can do in this situation. We're gonna head to a quick
Yeah,
break. As
I
we,
like how they have to
get the
restart
bottom
and
of what's
fucking
going
Thieves
down.
are frying.
We'll be back
So yeah,
as quick as we can.
Something tells me that a Seam or Max controller randomly broke. Yeah, unintentionally. I accidentally pulled the cable and I can't get it back in. Can we please restart? Yeah, okay.
Brian, you know what I'm doing right now? I know you know what I'm doing right now. You can hear it.
Download free now.
Jesus, that fucking commercial. It's like, God.
You know what I'm doing right now.
All right, seems we're going to be ready to go in a minute or so. Doesn't seem like it's anything too major, so we'll get right back to it as quick as we can. Again, raid hardpoint, NYSL up 2-1. But yeah, it just looked like maybe a server issues. Quick restart.
Yeah, looks like we're about 30 seconds away is what we were told. So hopefully we get into this one. But yeah, like you were saying, I think big thing for raid hardpoint is always just a couple of key rotations. But throughout this series, I mean, it has felt like Mac and Clay have been maybe just a step ahead, not necessarily of Kenny, but of Draza. So we'll see if Draza can have a better map here.
We'll see if he can bounce back. Such a huge. We'll see if he can bounce back. Such a huge play in that control.
Yeah, then I'd be Kenny and I'd be like, oh, my controller broke. Please restart. Thank
over
you.
the course of the game, you know you're playing well when you hear basically every single player calling you out on the other team and listening.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Like, you just kind of know as a player, like, oof, hey, still there. Still one shot. Yeah, I put a shot into him. All right. Okay, well, this guy, he's just make sure we don't give him streaks, and then they give him streaks.
Yeah, it just feels like there's not a lot you can do in this game. Like, I don't know, if it's like a CS or something, and you know, it's a little bit more tactical and positions are a little more familiar. If someone's hot, you can maybe try to avoid it a little bit, but I just feel like it's tough. It's tough in a mode like Call of Duty with how fast it is. Like, if he's hot, you just got to deal with it.
Yeah, here's taking a look at the quick scope by Scuff just really quickly. Yeah, NYSL. I mean, what? That 7 in a row, 8 in a row? They were 15 and 11 at one point in hardpoint. That's all stage 3, the way they have improved that. LA Thieves, they've kind of been this team where they just have competed in every single game mode, but they're winning there in that control.
All right, just heard the game is starting, so ready to rock and roll. Here shortly, can Hydra keep up his hardpoint dominance? Will Hook be the difference maker in hardpoint like Thieves so desperately need? You got to think they find some subtle improvements in hardpoint. This is a team to be reckoned with come our next major.
Yeah.
Let's try this again, Big Joe.
Again, raid hardpoint, 3-1 for NYSL, 1-6 for Los Angeles Thieves. But we have not
with your
seen
teammates sitting right next to you.
NYSL play this in stage 3.
Imagine the camera randomly comes back on.
You just wonder, like, I don't know how much it changes. So, like, we've seen teams improve dramatically on some maps they struggled on with a team swap.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that'll be the case here. Well,
oh, Kenny gets first blood again. Oh my god. They said, fuck you and your goddamn game review. We're going off hot.
The first map.
Oh my god, they flip spawns. I don't think, hopefully they know.
Sometimes when you have those resets, you see a break off, the team makes a little adjustment and kind of counter you, but that does not happen. It is still all LA Thieves in the kill feed. You see the split spawns come in. It's only Hydra now holding kitchen side. Roz is playing this very patiently. Does end up getting caught in the middle of the map. It's going to be Kenny. Kenny wins it, and now you have Venom on a killing spree. You would love some streaks.
Venom's on 5 in a row.
Map,
oh, never mind. He got taken down.
Yeah, he was surrounded. Is Mac trying
to sorry, did I waste that for you?
And he is doing it 3 in a row there for Mac. The rest of his squad getting away through the kitchen. Put Venom in a tough spot.
Sorry. Wait, how the fuck did New York already flip this shit?
Kitchen over to subliners.
That's frustrating.
One with a tree.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because you worked really hard with that break to get them to flip. And then just in the matter of moments, all that momentum disappears.
Oh my god, Draza with a double kill on the nade, but they're all dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The back spawns, but yeah, it's just one set of kills. One set of kills at the old hard point. NYSL, they regain control, they get the good side, and now they're hanging out inside a kitchen. Chefing up a meal.
Over to our game field featured player in Hook. He is greeted at the window. Well, they all are. Just get dropped. His Mac and Hydra line them all up, but I think there's been a lot
you
of
got just
like
keep
that.
spawns for next. No point in really rushing it.
Whether it's been Clay or Mac or someone that goes huge and just shifts a game on its head.
There we go. That's 4. That's 4 down.
Yeah, I mean.
So I mean, they're gonna get up to like 1-7 or no, I'm blind. Oh my god, they're gonna get up to like fucking 68 or something, but. They're actually holding them. They're holding them back.
They are taking your middle of the map. Buys them time here at Garage. Look at the map positioning you have, Kenny. Look at where you have Hook. They're setting up so many layers that who knows when NYSL is going to be able to even contest this hard point. They just get a couple of kills now with 45 seconds left, and well, it's going to be a little bit earlier probably than LA Thieves wanted. Some spawns come in, and they don't get the close spawns.
Yep, you spawn out deep if you're Thieves. Gonna have to battle back through, but we're gonna watch Kenny's spree here for a second, maybe see how far he can push again. I think he was on 4 in a row. We heard the listening with Thieves earlier. I want to get to NYSL shortly.
Kenny's on 5 right now.
pick up these streaks behind Kenny before we check out the comms. But as he's going to be racking up the time, you know what? Screw it. He's going to be at the old hard point for a bit. Let's go right over to Subliners.
They just need to go. Like, yeah, you
with
need to get on in. You need to get kitchen control.
We're gonna be in kitchen. We're gonna be on you guys.
I didn't say shit.
Kenny's gonna be Zig.
Big win.
Oh, you mean like he's on 5? Oh, he died? Yeah, like I can't help that. Oh shit, mama. No, well Kenny died anyway.
Bed one shot.
He did! Like he died five fucking years ago.
Someone comes back down.
Yeah. Hot tub 2v5. Hot tub 1 shot 2v5. They're praying in the kitchen.
No, I can't help you on that one.
Okay. He's gonna do the credit setup. I got 2 kitchen. One more kitchen, 1 open.
Yeah,
one kitchen,
Of course, Seam gets 2.
He's on me kitchen. He's looking for me. They're hitting front. They're 2 hitting front. They're all gonna come front. Nice. I'm gonna go L. I'm gonna go L.
Bro, wow, they did not get a single point in this fucking this hill.
They're gonna spawn laundry. Any kill you got, they're spawning laundry. Okay. In new Kenny, 1 shot. One Zig.
Bro, stop.
Zig that.
Oh wait, no, they're listening to New York. Stop listening to New York. You're giving them fucking power. Shit, they're frying right now.
Me and Sim will go kitchen.
Okay, I'm going pitch bedroom.
Okay, I can wait for Paco. I'm gonna wait for Paco open.
I'm pitching bedroom, guys.
Do you think Mutineers are gonna 3-0?
He's watching the pitch. Okay. One Zig.
He was 1 shot there.
I just don't know, man. I don't know if I feel comfortable doing a 3-0 on him. No bullshit.
We gotta stay alive and wait for each other, man.
He's right side mid.
For the 3-0?
On the pitch.
Oh.
Working together.
Oh yeah, you and me both.
No trophy.
They're only down by 30 now, but fucking Hydra's being a little bitch and not dying. I said Hydra, motherfucker. I didn't say fucking Chief.
Go pillars, they'll spawn bed.
Oh, bro, they all fucking died except for Draza. Draza's dead now. Alright, so they're gonna be down by fucking like 48.
Yeah. He's our laundry stairs.
Nice, well, only one in the outer. Go, you two, Sam, go quick, cut him off. I'll look Zig.
Dude, he's on outer.
Black hand. Joe, I really liked a couple moments in that because you had the fast and frantic and crazy comms that are fun to listen to, but the little small talk moments where
yeah, you like what he did there, huh?
I'm making a play towards Art, and it's not just like an okay. Clay says, okay, that means they're spawning laundry. Or Matt calling out, like, I need to make a push with Paco, or a seam like Clay, I'm waiting for you, let's hit it. Like, just a little small talk between duos at times, I loved it.
Well, I think to me it was really Clay and Azim. I mean, those two just being the leaders on the squad. Then you heard some frustrations, we gotta go together, you heard the flash, someone slide out. It was a really good hold at courtyard in that P5 by the LA Thieves. But with that basketball hold, that full 60, and then a break here at Ring, NYSL have about a 30-point lead.
Oh,
gonna
man,
push
they
it to about 40
out.
with this scrap time.
Oh my
LA
god,
Thieves
dude, Venom
respond.
spawned
This is where
all the
it
way the
belongs on
fuck
this first
out.
rotation, this kitchen hold.
Well, can they get the trades here in kitchen? I thought it was gonna get broken. But you still have
Kenny's got fucking 3 to deal with, though. That's the problem.
For a moment, if you were NYSL, Hook trying to make the play, but Clay.
Yeah, Hook's trying,
not
man, but
letting it
he's
happen.
getting
Draws it,
pieced.
though. They get the spawn in the back. 3 of them are
They actually do get the
Skips
spawn in
a
the
little
back. What
bit
the
messy,
fuck?
and Water steps his Venom, but as he falls, no chance for a pinch. Draws in a little bit of trouble here at window.
Yeah,
Bro, put the pistol away. You're fucking yourself
like, well,
up.
I just gotta take my time, but he takes the long route. He's able to get them spawns. Nicely done by Draza. Can they find these 25 seconds? If they do, can they push that spawn flip? Or at least get an early break at Garage. NYSL's gonna get into this setup similar to what we saw at LA Thieves. Look at this. You have 2 ringside. That's gonna be Clay and Hydra. Every single kill so big that could come down to these water gunfights. Hook's gonna spawn out at Old. Kenny and Draza. They're not gonna go. Mac is here. Is there a trade? Is there a trade? Nobody in the hill right now. Spawns are there, and now you have the man advantage. That player should spawn out.
Oh my god, Draza almost fell off the map.
We're gonna fly. That's 3 dead. This is the break they needed. Beautiful.
Oh my god, they broke in.
Yeah,
if they get this, they take the lead. If they hold it.
4 down, the spawn out in for NYSL, and Venom.
Venom's on 5, dog.
He's now on 5 in a row. That was perfect. I mean, it's exactly what they needed to stay in this game.
Oh, bro, why did you not see him laying down?
Oh man, sometimes watching players, they give
Just
me
push
anxiety
up.
with
Yeah,
these
literally.
streaks.
Why
I
the
know
fuck
it's
are
tough
you
to
guys
tell
literally
at times,
standing
but,
around? There's 20 seconds
5-3,
left.
a
Go
couple
in the
of
fucking
kills away.
spawn.
If he's able to get that one, he would be on 6 just to break basketball. We know how tough this is. Even
Well, the
our
thing about it
artillery
is they
make
didn't get a
messy.
single point in basketball, and
Venom does
a
get
full
taken down.
60 wins
Nicely
them the
done out
game.
of Hydra. But with that break, LA Thieves with the lead, it's around 16 seconds. But basketball, so difficult to deal with. Can
That's
LA
2 down,
Thieves
though.
do it?
And NYSL were so good here last time around. They're locking this down and picking up the time. Clay just trying to finesse, but Hook wants no part of it. Hydra now the next man into the mix, gets to the block, but Draza is there. Asim.
Oh,
Will the two
Draza
be the
got
difference?
fucking
You've got the
taken out.
closer spawn and transition over if you were NYSL.
It was already after he died. I didn't say shit until after he died.
But maybe not now.
Asim's beaming right now. Asim's on 5.
From Asim,
Can he?
finally
Why is it every time I say somebody's on 5, then they get beamed?
What, just shy of 240.
Well, I want Asim to get beamed, and he did.
He's already tucked away in courtyard, and Clay's got the cross from kitchen.
They're trying to make it messy, but as you said, yeah, you gotta give this up. They did have a.
It's gonna
really
be. Oh
good
my
hold
god,
here.
bro! It is literally gonna be
Last P5.
20
This time
or
around,
248.
Gotta be sensation,
They'd have to hold it, and they
40
cannot
going
let
seconds.
fucking New York get into
Send us
this.
to a map 5. Nice couple of early kills. Now remember when we were in that listening, it was wait for us. Now look at Hydra. He does spawn behind him. He does spawn out. He
Dead,
spawns
yeah,
towards garage.
literally.
Hydra, he might spoil this. Clay with another one that
over.
spawned behind.
It's
It's a
over.
gift to NYSL.
They didn't see it coming. Hydra, the spawn
Yeah,
out.
Hydra literally goes behind
the
him.
double, and
Yep,
maybe
it's
the
over.
dagger to win the game. There's the final seconds in, and NYSL, they get the win. They clutch up late. They're pounding the chest, but yeah, likely a little frustrating there for Thieves at the tail end of that one. They thought they had him spawning on one side.
Yeah, a couple of.
They just gotta
Playing
they
a
gotta
little
get
bit back,
practice in.
Maybe a little safe. Yeah,
100%.
I mean it's only in one. They thought they had the setup for it, but that can happen at times on raid. And
What hurt them the most was
it
the
helps
fact
like
that
a
they
lot of
allowed
things.
like
But
90
NYSL,
to
you saw
100
Clay,
points
number
just
one,
off
he knows if they
basketball.
get that
Just
number
off that
one
one
seed
hill,
for our next
they
major
allowed
next
so
week,
much
get
points,
that
so many
winners
points.
round 1. Bai is loving that. They're in a position, and what, that win streak still alive in Hardpoint, 9 in a row. On NYSL, just incredible stuff from them. On the other side for LA Thieves, man, I think you look at map 2 for sure, and then some moments in that map 4. But I think map 2 is for the one you're like, we should probably be playing them in a map number 5.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, outside of the map 1, incredibly competitive, some small changes, and maybe you get a win.
I've got like 10
Some
minutes,
stuff to
10,
work on.
15
VOD
minutes.
to go through, no question
So
there
probably
among the
before
coaching
this
staff and see what you
fucking
can
map
improve
starts,
on, but
or this
what an
next one
impressive
starts.
stretch this is from NYSL, looking like such a threat heading into the next major.
Abraham, I'm gonna go ahead and edit here, man,
like
because I'm gonna be leaving soon anyway. So I'm gonna probably talk to Chief just for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be gone. So I'll catch you later, man. We'll be doing this tomorrow, okay? So definitely stop by, but we'll be doing this tomorrow.